I've been spending on average 14 hours per day competing in the Cookie Run Kingdom Arena, aiming to reach Grandmaster as a free-to-play cookie. If you haven't already, I recommend watching the first 100 days Cookie Run Kingdom video to get you caught up to speed on this series. Now, follow me on my journey to be freshly baked out the oven to perfection in my next 100 days Cookie Run Kingdom video. Common Cookie clocking in for another video. Shout out to everybody who's been dropping those subs, and shout out to all the viewers in the last video, the long form video that I put together. That was pretty much the journey from start to finish, up until now at least, of my Cookie Run career. I know that video was 1 hour long, but all in all, a lot of good comments about it, so appreciate you. But getting back into it, Papa, Common Cookie. Guess what? I just got pure vanilla cookie. You know what time it is. So I'm gonna start to swap up my team comp here and see if I can push further than Elite 3 this season. I know I am starting a little late in the season, but I'm already Elite 5 if I'm not mistaken. So I'm already right in the mix to get things started. Unfortunate though, I need those freaking refined healing powders to continue to level up my pure vanilla cookie move, right? The love and peace move. So right now it's only at 39, but the actual cookie is sitting at around level 75. So I just spent all of my XP jellies trying to get this cookie caught up to speed so that I can put her on the squad, on the team here this season. And this is a hard decision, honestly. I'm still messing with formats here when it comes to the pure vanilla cookie and who really works best. I'm currently rocking the pure vanilla in the back line with the Icicle Yeti in the front line, but I think I'm losing out on a little too much damage because I took out my White Lily cookie, actually, who is still only level 1, haven't been able to, not level 1, level 80, but like 1 rarity or whatever the heck it's called. So still need to roll for those in order to promote that cookie. It's like a 1-star, 2-star or whatnot, but currently sitting at 433,000 power for the White Lily. So I am thinking I'm going to swap back in the White Lily and take out the Icicle Yeti, just because I don't really see the Icicle Yeti doing too much when it comes to his current comp. I do like the Let's Be Friends where the Icicle Yeti buffs the allies and has that nice little shield, but I don't know. I don't know if it's cutting it. And one other thing I just realized in the shop, I forget what shop, but I was able to unlock a legendary biscuit, not 1, but 2 legendary biscuits. The first legendary biscuits I've ever unlocked on the account. And it's pretty sweet, not gonna lie, pretty sweet. I'm starting to learn like how to attune things. I'm not sure how like the rerolls work, like if you can unlock more stats or if you just need like a legendary biscuit in order to have all 4 stat slots, right? If you get what I'm saying. But regardless, 2 legendary biscuits. I threw 1 on my Frost Queen and I threw the other one on my Stormbringer cookie, since those are 2 of my main cookies that I don't see myself getting rid of anytime soon, especially because the current meta, if you go under the arena and you go look at the leaderboards, everyone's still rocking those, right? Everyone's still rocking the Stormbringer and some Frost Queen in there, but for the most part, it's like Stormbringer and the cookie that I just got. So I am not going to lie, I thought pure vanilla was the same cookie as the Mystic Flower cookie. For some reason, I thought those 2 cookies were the same cookies. So when I did get pure vanilla, I made sure to prioritize leveling this cookie up all the way to level 80, and I was going to incorporate this cookie as my healer for arena because I thought that was the cookie that everybody's been rocking, but in reality it's been the Mystic Flower cookie. Oh my goodness, I believe I'm able to get the guaranteed cookie after 250 beast gacha pools soon. All right, soon I'll be getting that cookie out here, so I'm going to start grinding that here once again before I do run out of time, because that is one cookie, the Mystic Flower cookie, that I am 1000% interested in having on the squad, just because looking at the arena leaderboards, it seems like all the top dogs are rocking this cookie. So thinking this is gonna take me to the next level, not gonna lie, because right now Icicle cookie just not cutting it, you know, just not cutting it right now. I have been getting my rear end handed to me when it comes to these arena matches, and I'm just hard stuck in Elite 3. And I know some people are like, hey, Elite 3, that's pretty good. Listen, all right, hear me out. I gotta be Grandmaster. That's the goal. I believe this is like my 3rd season, maybe even 4th season, when we're looking at the Kingdom Arena PvP here in Cookie Run Kingdom. And I didn't think it would take me this long. Now, I do have all of my cookies level 80. I have recently just begun messing around with the biscuits, and I think the biscuits is where I've been lacking. So I'm going to start grinding out some rarer biscuits, leveling those up, and maybe with those new biscuits I should be able to hopefully break out of Elite 3. I have been told by some people that you might have to spend money to get out of Elite 3, because when you get into like Elite 1, it is a grind, right? But remember, the goal of this channel, my goal, is free to play Grandmaster. That has been my goal since day one. It still is my goal today, and I think I could do it. You know, I think I can do it. But I'm starting to think, like, if I can't make it this season, I'm gonna have to start looking at changing up the squad a little bit, right? I'm gonna have to start to look at some other cookies. And right now I only got 7 more days left here this season. 7 days, 18 hours to be exact. And I don't know who I'm going to swap out. Stormbringer, I don't know if she is still meta. Icicle, I already hate him. I hate Icicle. I'm using him because level 80, he's a healer, he's my front line. But that is like the next cookie that I want to rotate off the squad. Not sure with who yet. I know there's, you know, metas every season, and certain cookies are just straight up better than others. But I do kind of want to try other cookies, right? Like the blueberry pie cookie, I saw some people rocking that one, was pretty interesting. I know golden cheese cookie was on my radar for a long time. I finally got the golden cheese, but really haven't experimented with the golden cheese. So I think, you know, the beauty of this game, hopefully, is that different team comps could excel when it comes to the arena mode. I'm hoping it's not just like you have to have one meta, one team, and that's how you make it to the top. Like, if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? So I am interested in kind of experimenting. Even the burnt cheese cookie I saw a couple times. I was getting my ass kicked by that cookie. So there are a lot of cookies, you know, that I want to experiment with. The squid ink cookie. And there's a couple of cookies that I still personally don't even have yet, that I am still on the hunt for, right? So I don't know, just kind of a little topic conversation. Wanted to kind of kickstart the conversation. Hollyberry cookie, don't even have that one yet. That's been a pretty decent frontline enemy when I have versed them. But yeah, let me know in the chat, like, if you were to spice it up and not go the meta route when it comes to the arena grind, what cookies are you experimenting with? Because I'm in the market. All right, I'm in the market as a free-to-play player to maybe change it up a little bit and see how far I can make it. I was even thinking about a crazy idea, right? Hear me out. Crazy idea. I wanted to use all common cookies. I don't know if it's been done before. I don't know if it's even possible, but I got a lot of my common cookies like maxed out when it comes to the 5 stars. I don't know if they can compete, right? But that is the name of the channel. I am the common cookie. So just imagine a common cookie having all common cookies in Grandmaster. I think that in itself would be pretty interesting content. I don't know if it's possible though, but I am willing to give it a try maybe next season to see how far I get. 20,000 crystals in a dream to finally make it out of Elite on into Masters. Welcome to Common Cookie. This is Dawning World Season 3, my personal vlog of trying to become the #1 free-to-play player in the world, baby. So looking at the current team setup, it is what it is, just because of my current capabilities when it comes to how many crystals I got and how many biscuits and toppings I currently have. So looking at Ice Sickle Yeti in the front line, Beascuit was able to get it boosted, attuned up a little bit. Here are the stats for your viewing here. Gonna go to my other frontliner, Stormbringer Cookie, power 366. Got those nice toppings. I know the Beascuit has the dark damage, which is pretty much useless for this particular biscuit or particular cookie, but I do like the cooldown effects and the HP just because she is going to be in the front line. So let's continue moving on with White Lily Cookie, 411k at the top. We are going to be rocking these toppings right here. The Beascuit, not the best. I do have the HP attuned one. Pretty good stat, but missing the other 3 bonus effects, so it is going to be a little bit useless in my opinion, but that's just what I'm working with right now. Hopping on over to the Financier Cookie. Here are the toppings, the biscuits, another Beascuit, not the best. Let's just level that up real quick. Boom boom, level 30. Okay, looking good, ready for today's grind. So popping back over here to my main damage dealer, the Frost Queen Cookie in the back, 606 power. That's a lot of power, not gonna lie. Another Beascuit, not really optimizing all of the slots because we got the dark damage, but I did want to use my legendary biscuits that I was able to acquire. I feel like it's going to waste if I don't, because those other 3 stats I think are pretty good. You got attack speed, and of course the crit. So this is what I'm rocking for the topping. So that is going to be this squad here today on my current grind. Now, when it comes to treasures, I gotta stick with the Jelly Watch, decreases cooldown for all cookies by 25. I got the grim looking electrifying scythe just because of my Stormbringer. I feel like she definitely needs that to really help with the output. And then popping over here to the scroll, increases attack for all cookies by 35%. So I know not the most optimal, not all leveled up either, but like I said, it's what I'm dealing with here. So today's the day. Can we use these 20,000 crystals to make it out of elite? Let's jump into it. All right, let's get into it here. So the first victim on the chopping block, an easy 300,000 power. I clearly outmatch him. Got the blueberry pie. The only thing I'm looking at that might be somewhat of a pain are these leveled up treasures, but if I lose this one, I should just uninstall right away. Am I right? So let's get into the battle. This should be an easy 1 or 2 trophies. That's the only downside to this, but hey, every trophy matters, especially when you are on the grind. They are ranked 64k overall, so yep, there goes those 2 trophies. But like I said, 1 trophy at a time, just chipping away at the block here. Let's see if my luck is still good here as we go for a reroll. 30 rerolls remaining here. Okay, we got two opponents maxed out over here on their common cookies, but should not be a challenge for my squad here. Only ranked 54k overall, so another one of these battles that not many trophies, but hey, I'll take those 3 trophies. Trying to get out of elite here now. I've been in elite 3 every season, and pretty much when I log out, the night of the last night of the timer for the season, I wake up the next morning in elite 4. Oh man, the grind is real, especially when you do get matched up against opponents that, yeah, you can win, but you win and you don't really get many trophies in return, right? So it's definitely a time investment and a crystal investment as well. And right now with my current strategy is I just try to avoid fights that look like I might lose, like this one particularly. Like could I win? Maybe, but they do got these treasures out here that are gonna be higher ranked than mine. This would be a good fight though if I did win, because I'll be getting a good amount of trophies. Hey, whatever, let's just go for it. Let's see what happens here. I'm on the hunt, man. We got what, a day and a half to go when it comes to ranking overall, we're about evenly matched, but it's really going to come down to those treasures, right? Those treasures are what's going to keep me or them alive. And well, I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting my ass kicked. No, I knew it. So I just gained what, 7 trophies, and I just lost 7 trophies. So I'm right back to where I started at the beginning of this video. What a day. But you know what? We don't give up. We don't give up out here. So let's keep rolling. 29 to go. Ba-da, boom, boom. I'm going to skip this one. Actually, let's see. We got 2 days left here. Still. Too risky. All right, this one, 1,200. Treasures not maxed out. The elder cookie, elder fairy always has me worried, but let's see. They do got the healer in the back line, the Snapdragon. We could just take them out early, that would help, but there it is. There's the burst. There is the burst that I'm looking for here. So that's gonna be a 5 trophy come up. All right, I'll take that. Let's keep going. And I was gonna reroll here. Not even get that. The dark cocoa in the front line. The dark magic, that's the one I'm worried about here. Dark cocoa right now is definitely meta, without a doubt. Let's go for it. Screw it. Let's go for it. I just gained 5. Let's see if I lose 5. Let's see if I lose 5 here. Already getting chunked down. But here comes my burst. Here comes my crit. Stormbringer's still alive. Financier, 1 HP. Going for those abilities. I am getting tossed up right now. 100% damage done. It's going to come down to the wire. And the dark cocoa. One more special. They would have got me. But yeah, clutching it out right there. That was a good battle. 14 trophies here. That's a good one here. Look at, that's what I'm talking about. The dark cocoa. Look at that damage. So very close battle, but those are the fights. You just got to risk it here, especially with only 2 more days to go. So we started the video 3,545 total trophies. Right now we're sitting at 3,566. So that is a 21 gain when it comes to trophies. And I think I rolled about 4 to 5 times so far. We got 27 more rerolls going on the grind. So let's keep it going. Let's keep chucking along here. And well, finding my next opponent, another elder fairy, 3-star. That's pretty much the only cookie I'm concerned with. I guess the back line, we got the heals, so hopefully I can get some good crit. And well, one thing that really had me deciding to take this fight is their white lily is only level 68, so not maxed out. But will that even matter? Because right out the gate, my white lily just gets dominated, gets stomped on, eliminated. So that's going to be missing out on some important critical damage here. And we're getting them down. All damage 100%. Finally, that last burst able to get the win here, but only 1 trophy. That's the thing that just gets me sometimes is you can have battles that get down to the wire. Both opponents and you have like 2 HP left, and you get the win, but you only get 1 or 2 trophies. So it's like you risk so much for so little in return. Definitely something that I've been trying to avoid nowadays, but just because we are getting close to the end of the season, I'm taking those riskier plays, you know, those 1 to 2 trophy gains, even though I might lose, right? Because you need to, in my opinion. I mean, I've been Elite 3 for about 4 seasons now. So, hey, if you need a guide to tell you how to get to Elite 3, I'm your guy. All right. But of course, the goal, Masters, Grandmaster. So let's keep this going. Another dark cocoa. I might lose this one, but let's go for it. And the reason I might lose this one, I think, is because there's Snapdragon in the back line with the heals. They're going to have longer sustain than me. And yeah, losing my damage healers super early on to Sussy Joke. Not a good look. And Oh, there's -7 right there. Sometimes I just gotta follow my instincts. Sometimes I gotta follow my instincts. So you gain 1, you lose 7. That's just the name of the game. So I'm gonna start zooming through these, man. I'm gonna start zooming through these. Blueberry Heights, ranked 75k. So even if I win this one, not a lot of trophies in return. Unlucky. There it is though, but I just lost 7, so let's at least try to make those back. Okay, down 6. Peach, that's the new cookie. Haven't really versed a peach yet. Now, I think people are swapping out like their blueberries that they were rocking last month for the new cookie that just came out, peach. Is it peach cobbler? I don't even know. I do have her, but I haven't used her yet. I'm still waiting for a lot of XP jellies in my inventory in order for me to start really experimenting with other cookies on the roster. I mean, it took me 2 months just to get a whole team level 80, and they're still not even maxed out when it comes to like the stars. So it is definitely a grind to get level 80 cookies. So when I got that, I kind of just locked it in and I said, hey, this is the squad. This is the team I'm going with for now, at least until I could get another cookie on the team and max them out, right? So looking at this one, we got the golden cheese. Golden cheese used to kick my ass a lot. Plus the heal. I think they're gonna outlive me with the healer in the back line. So let's just re-roll here. Looking for some easy dubs. Easy dubs. 2 healers. They don't really have a tank though, so let's go. Hopefully their assassins don't just straight up murder me. 69, ranked 69 overall. Let's see if this team has what it takes to defeat me. Oh, look at that burst. I jumped them down so quickly. So remember, we were down 7 after that loss a couple moments ago. Back up 3, so still not within the green, but slowly and surely getting there. Dark Cocoa is only level 60, but a 3-star. That might be a classic bait right there. That's an interesting one. Usually I see level 80 with the stars. So they are rocking the Sugar Swan Shining Feather. I know there's a team running around here with Blueberry, I think, rocking that treasure, but not going to be the case here. So another double healer comp. Wow. Okay, remember those 3 treasures those 3 trophies I just got? Well, they're gone. Whoa, I got whooped. What was that? Dark Cocoa, White Lily. Do I just gotta start rocking 2 healers? Like, is that the strat right here? Stormbringer for me does so much damage though. Like, who would I take out? I guess White Lily. I would maybe take out White Lily, possibly. Well, let's keep going here. We're losing. Now we are in the slumps. We are almost negative here. 2 tanks, a bruiser, a healer. This is gonna be an interesting one. Let's see if I continue to just nosedive on the total trophies right now. Hopefully I can get some good bursts, but look at that. They are just too beefy. They are just too beefy. Another loss in the books here for your boy Common Cookie. Oof, that one hurts. Dark Cocoa. Do I swap it up? Look at those heals. Ton of heals. Ton of heals. I am not looking too good here. Another double tanks combo. I'm not gonna risk it. I need an easy win. 1,700 power. Do I lose this with a cookie down? Echo of Hurricane Song deals area damage to all enemy cookies equal to 434% of the highest attack. I don't know what that team's gonna do. A little too scary. a little too scary. So we did roll 10 times so far. Still plenty of crystals to go, but have not been winning my engagements. So I'm in the red, in my opinion. I am in the red. It's an interesting team comp. So they definitely have a healer in the back line. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Who is that vampire cookie? The assassin vampire. Let's see what Pineapple's got. Pineapple on the come up. Even if I win this, only one treasure or one trophy. I don't know why I keep calling them treasures. But hoping for some burst. There goes a nice little burst from my Ice Queen in the back line. Their treasure will be keeping them alive for the time being, but I still got too much health, too much damage. And I'll take that. 2 trophies. Okay. We're back on the come up here. So I started to notice what we started with 3,545 trophies. Right now we're sitting at 3,551. I started to notice that my Dark Lily cookie, almost every single battle dies right away. And one thing that I am lacking when it comes to knowledge here, I am a new player, you know, so I'm going to cut myself some slack, but is the cooldown, you know, the cooldown timers for your cookies here. And I think that might be the reason why our Lily cookie is just dying every single match, like right out the gate without even being able to do a move here. So I definitely need to learn the cooldowns and how those comps work. But I'm going to remove White Lily, and I am going to be throwing in the pure vanilla, because heck, I could definitely use some heals right now. And well, here's my Beascuit. I know pure vanilla is not the most optimal when it comes to being a healer. We have been seeing a ton of Snapdragons, and I'm only level 57 with Love and Peace for the move as well. With the swap though, I have been seeing a lot of the Dream Conductor's whistles. At the beginning of the battle, increase crit for all allies by 15%, and grants the whistle buff to the 2 cookies with the highest. So the whistle buff increases their attack. I'm gonna go with that one. I am going to go with that one. So I think with this team comp, it's really relying on my Stormbringer to do all the damage, of course, with the support of the Icicle in the front and the pure vanilla in the back line. So wish me luck. This is something I do all the time. So I made this video to kind of like give everybody who watches my content more of an inside look at how I rank up. And honestly, I rank up by just going with gut feelings and trying to get some easy wins. So you're definitely getting an inside look at my mindset here. And by no means am I a pro Cookie Run Kingdom Arena player, but I am free to play, and hey, I do like it, and you know, I give it my all every single season. So let's see what we can start cooking up here. Now we have 2 healers. So see, there's another one of those Dream Conductor whistles. Thinking when you're rocking a healer in the backline, you want to have that Dream Conductor whistle just to have more damage for your damaged healers, right? And well, already starting to notice somewhat of a difference, because with White Lily on the squad, I was losing a cookie instantly, like within the first couple seconds, right? At least now they're lasting a little longer. Not going my way here though. The healer in the back line done, Financier done. Now it's just up to Icicle. How did I lose this one? This is so unfortunate here. Their White Lily just did so much damage, and my Ice Queen, not even that much damage here. So maybe those 2 frontline cookies, the tanks Financier and Elder Fairy, just too good. Maybe it counters my comp here right now. That's another thing I need to learn, is like who counters what, because you know, you have these options at the top where you can have up to 5 teams selected. I'm so new at this game, I'm still only rocking like 1 team right out the rip. So this is another team, by the way, that I saw a YouTube video for with the blueberry pie, and it was something that I wanted to start to look into a little more, like just using different comps here. So let's see, they got 3,400 Total trophies, only 200,000 power. So if I lose this one, these bait teams have been getting the better of me lately, not gonna lie. But I'm thinking with this one, I should win. If you don't see me right now, but air quotes, should win. That would definitely help me start to go in the green here once again, because I honestly think we're right back to where we started. There's 12. Wow, there's 12. I needed that one badly. So now we're going to be sitting at 3,552 total trophies. We did gain some trophies today, but I think we spent like 3,000 to 4,000 crystals so far, which could have been used for rolling the gacha. Another thing with this strategy that I use is it costs a lot of crystals, right? You have to spend a lot of crystals and you don't really gain too much. I would say every single season, I probably spent about the equivalent to the crystals that you would gain in rewards at the end of the season. So leveling out all things considered. And well, definitely not the way, but it has been my way. But maybe that's why I'm in a roadblock every single season, right? Always finishing in Elite 3. I think maybe I have to change up my strategy next season. Maybe have to change up my cookies. Maybe take a season off and just kind of grind out all my cookies in the main story, because there's still some missions in the main story that my current comp that I use for PvP can't even make it past, right? So maybe just take a season off of the arena grind to focus on building up my team. There has been one or two moments that I did want to swipe. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to swipe, but I hadn't swiped yet. By the way, this fight taking forever. Holy cow, what a fight here. The sustain was just insane from both sides. 14 trophies, and well, not a good look on my end, considering I had a whole team and they only used 3 cookies. I can only imagine if they had like another cookie on the team with the damage. Wow, is that the peach cookie? I didn't know the peach cookie is a damage dealer here. So maybe you need to reconsider the respect I put on these cookies out here, man. Because I look at the overall leaderboard, and I only put the respect on the cookies that the top players are using in Grandmasters, right? But then again, like those players are just straight up maxed out across the board. So I think I need to look at this from another perspective and how I can achieve Grandmasters, because I'm not going to reach number 1 as a free-to-play player. I understand that. I recognize that. But I think I could reach Grandmasters as a free-to-play, even if it's just right there at the tip, just to say I did it, right? To say I made it to Grandmasters. And, well, I think the game is feeling sorry for me. They are giving me some free trophy come-ups right now. Holy cow, that's a common cookie classic right there. That's a lot of trophies. Let's keep this train a rolling. The cookie conductor clocking in here, hoping for some more free trophies. And it's all about the RNG luck with my strategy, if you can't tell. Can I roll with my crystals some easy opponents that aren't really a challenge, right? I mean, look at this one. Three opponents out of 5. That is worth the 300 crystals, right? That's what you want to see every single roll. The thing is, you don't really get it every single roll. So maybe there's like a built-in pity when it comes to rolling crystals for PvP. Maybe they're like, we feel bad for this cookie, so let's give them some free lows here. Okay, getting back into this here. Getting back into us. I'm gonna lose this, aren't I? Let's go. Let's check it out. I've been winning though with the pure vanilla in the back line, but I have been versing free low opponents here. Pure vanilla doing what they need to do, healing the team right now. As long as my ice queen is still alive in the back line with the damage, I'm good to go. That's what I'm looking for with this team comp. Bada boom, bada bang. Getting it done. getting it done for the 2 trophies. Still not too much damage, right, from Ice Queen. The heals, surprisingly enough, the Icicle and the front line doing more heals than the pure vanilla in the back line. But hey, at least we got a cookie that is still alive because my White Lily instantly has been just dying every single match, not even lifting a finger. Talk about getting carried, am I right? So definitely have to learn like the cooldown timers, maybe look into some other content creators. So if you have any tips, drop them down right now in the comments. I'll definitely have to check it out because I've kind of just been coasting with my strategy, right? It's been all just looking for opponents that have less power than me. Ooh, there we go. Okay, Elite 3. I'll take that. But yeah, my strategy has been just looking for opponents with lesser power and just going up against them and winning, and it's just slowly chopping away at the trophy counter. But I don't think that's the way, right? Obviously it's not, because I've been in Elite 3, Elite 4 every single season, right? And I just haven't been able to break through the glass ceiling. So I definitely need to kind of go back to the drawing board and study up on the mechanics of PvP and how all these treasures interact with the biscuits, interact with the toppings. I think the toppings is a big topic that I just don't have full context on, right? So, and shout out to everybody who's been in the chat and in the comments throughout the last 2 months, providing some tips and tricks, right? So shout out to you guys. I did just recently make a video for like a new player, like if you were to download the game today, kind of the tips I've learned across my experience here as a new player. And well, hopefully some people found that video insightful. And I was kind of just looking at it through the lens of, hey, I just downloaded the game 2 months ago, I started playing it, and I learned some things here and there. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, getting back into the PvP grind. What could be the 2 hidden cookies here? Definitely a Snapdragon. Do I go for the risky play? Nah, too risky. I've been winning these fights, so why would I want to? Okay, so they don't have any treasures. I'm gonna go for this one. This should be an easy win. So getting blessed by the cookie run gods right now, giving me some easy opponents to just keep chipping away at the trophies here. So started the video 3,545 total trophies with around 20,000 crystals. Right now I am sitting at 3,606 with 14,000 crystals. So this has been the grind, right? Been the grind. Still plenty of rerolls to go. Plenty of rerolls. So I hope you're sitting back and, well, you're strapped in, and, well, this is gonna be a long video, not gonna lie. I'm going for all the rerolls right now. All right, I'm going for the whole 30 banger. So dark cocoa cookie, the 1v5, and homie is straight up annihilating me. My pure vanilla in the back line already dead. I still have my damage dealers. I'm looking to hit some crits here, really chunk them down, but I think the treasures, there, wow, I lucked out. Yeah, I was gonna say the treasures they had were probably gonna bite me in the butt. What is this? Secrets of Scroll. All cookies attack 41. What is this? Gatekeeper's Ghost Horn. You don't normally see that one. Increases defense by 45%. Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, normally in these videos too, by the way, like I chop out all this in between, right? And I just kind of include the exciting stuff. But this one kind of being more of a longer form. Saw a couple people pretty interested in I made a 1 hour video that pretty much took all of my videos and combined them into one nice long movie. people really seem to enjoy it. So I figured, hey, why not just, instead of cutting up all the exciting parts of my typical videos that I condense into like 5 to 6 minutes, why not just show the whole thing, show the whole process? And well, this is the video. So getting my ass kicked here. Stormbreaker really needs to make a move. Unlucky, losing 7 right there, losing 7, and I've been doing so good, and I'm back down into Elite 4, and I was just an Elite 3, so felt good, you know, being an Elite 3 felt good. This team, so the treasure's not maxed out, should have guessed. So they don't have a healer, fortunate. That might be my saving grace here. Dark Cocoa, I do have Dark Cocoa, but I haven't really invested any time or resources into leveling them up to get their ultimate move. I think you need the Dark Cocoa ultimate to really consider them a decent cookie for the team, right? So, ooh, that's a 14 trophy come up. That's a huge one right there, especially after losing. Hey, and look at this. We are back in Elite 3. Hey, just like that. We are back. One thing I wish they did too for Elite, which they do for the other rankings, is when you rank up, they give you a free reroll. I like that. I like that in the rankings beneath. Why don't they do that for Elite? Come on. Why don't they do that? Snapdragon, Elder, level 10. So they're gonna be just critted out of their minds. I'm gonna avoid this one. I'm starting to get a little scared of the Elder Fairies here tonight, because they have been just kicking me left and right. So treasures are maxed out. It's really going to come down to like, can I crit them before the treasures get procced, right? After it gets used once or twice. The Snapdragon. Okay, well, hey, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Why not? AA Cookie Kingdom. AA Cookie Kingdom up against Common Cookie Gacha Cookie Whale. And well, here comes the treasures now getting procced. There goes one. My crits are just annihilating the golden cheese. And there goes another one of their treasures. So I believe that's going to be both of their treasures when it comes to the revives now procced. And that should do it. There we go. Massive crit right there. So why do people do those teams, by the way? Like, what's the point of having 2 cookies compared to the 5 cookies? What's the point? Another thing to always look at when you're on the grind is the defense, because defense really allows you to set up a counter to your opponent. It really gives you the time to plan. But also, a lot of times, I find that there's occasionally a defense team that they don't really have many cookies defending. Like, it's like they forget about it, right? They forget that they need to set up another team. And you get a lot of trophies for successfully defending. One of the low-key tips that hopefully everybody on the grind is aware of. Look at that, 16 trophies off of an easy defense here. So always have to check it, and check it before you wreck it. Am I right? Ooh, a Rebel cookie. Haven't seen a Rebel cookie in a while. Golden cheese, level 69. Financier. That one's questionable. That one's questionable. That one I might risk it. I might risk it. Let me just continue to check real quick for some free, easy 99 wins. All right, so where was that one? Where was this? Was it this one? Was it this one? Question mark? Okay, so they got the Asinia, they got the feather, and the pomegranate branch. Covers each cookie with a shield, absorbing damage equal to 45% of their max HP for 13 seconds. I'm gonna skip it. So let's keep it going. Where are we at, by the way? 3,631. So 3,631 is where I'm currently at. I started at 3,545. So 86 trophies so far in Elite 3. Let's keep it going. We're making progress out here. All right, quick little iPad charging break. And by the way, shout out to everybody who ended up joining the guild in the new Cookie Run game, the Cookie Run Tower Adventures game. I made a guild. I kind of shouted out in that last video, and hey, a couple of you joined. Now I have been busy grinding the arena here in Cookie Run Kingdom, so I have been kind of AFK in Tower of Adventures, but after this season ends, you bet I'm jumping back in. So just wanted to give like a little shout out to everybody joining over there. All about that progress. So sitting at 3,641 total trophies. Talking about progress. Let's continue the rerolls. Had a quick little iPad charger reno, and now we're back. By the way, if you are sleeping right now, type a 1 in the comments. Let me know, did I put you to sleep? All jokes aside, obviously you can't type if you're sleeping, but I do think a couple people that watch these long form Cookie Run Kingdom videos, they 1000% fell asleep. They fell asleep, but hey, a view is a view. So more trophies for me, 14 to be exact. That was a free win in my opinion, and we're gonna keep rolling here. We got about 17 more rolls to go. I think the roll timer, like after you use them all, I think it's like 24 hours, so I don't even know. I don't think I'll have enough time to even do this again before Kingdom Arena Dawning World Season 3 is over. So this just might be the end of the line after these rolls. Of course, I'll go for the free rolls throughout the day, but it's not going to be as many as what we're doing now. You know, the 30 rolls back to back. I mean, that's as fast as it gets when it comes to the arena grind, right? When it comes to trophy hunting, I'm gonna call it. We're the trophy hunters. We should make a guild called the Trophy Hunters. And the only criteria to be in the guild is to be an arena grinder, right? Part of the Trophy Hunters. But let's see, I'm going up against the Solo Dolo right now. I should win this one. Another free win going my way. 14 trophies, so I'm getting pretty lucky now after the iPad charge break. I mean, heck, that was, what was that? That was 30 trophies right there, back to back. That is solid. And well, I'll take a free two for one special here. As who is that cookie? I don't even know who that cookie is. Nice little hat though, little whip and green outfit. Okay, whatever. But I have been considering maybe, I don't know, taking a season off, maybe not grinding as hard as I have been, just to allow myself to have some time to play the main story out and really try to unlock the Dark Cocoa mystical, I think it's called, like the ultimate form or whatever. And then I also need the healer cookie, right, that everybody's been rocking. Mystic Flower. Oh man, if I had Mystic Flower, I was going on Reddit the other day and I saw somebody who is similar to me. They've only been playing for 2 months, but they have Mystic Flower and they're able to make it into Elite 1, right? So a little further along the line than I am, but cookies definitely matter, right? The cookies, 1000%, the different comps you run, there's 1000% metas, right? And I think with Mystic Flower, I would swap out Icicle and I would be set, you know, put back in Dark Lily, or White Lily, that is, and I would be set. But you know, you can't have everything you want. So going up against some easy opponents here, this should be another solid, easy peasy 13 come up win right here. Not even a challenge for me. 4,000 or 400,000 power. You got Disciples Magic Scroll. Definitely a bait team, but actually, did I go up against one of these teams earlier on, the Mystic Flower and Dark Cocoa? I think I might have, and I lost. Yeah, I might lose this one. Really comes down to my crit, that burst damage. I already lost my healer in the back line. Not looking good. Okay. Here comes the maximum crit here. There we go. Ice Queen putting in some work. So I have to assume a lot of people on their defense are able to like trick other people in lower levels, maybe lower tiers, and get some free wins that way. But I don't think it's worth, you know. I don't think the bait comps are truly worth it, especially when we're at the end of the season. Maybe at the beginning of the season, throw out the bait comp on the defense just to kind of get some free trophies. But I think when we get towards the end, maybe 3 more days to go, you definitely want to put like a try hard team for the defense team, in my opinion, just so that you don't lose rank, right? Especially being so close to the end. But to each his own. So another win going my way. This one not going to be getting as many trophies. Let's check out the damage here. So their Stormbringer did so much more damage than mine. And looking at their treasures, they got the Raging Dunes. This one that's been on my radar for a hot minute now. And then the Shining Feather revives the first Felon Cookie. So maybe what happened there is a Stormbringer went out and then it got revived right away too. Definitely been a clutch trophy. So 1,600. I'm concerned with the Mystic in the back line. I'm gonna pass. Remember, I'm just looking for easy wins right now. Not trying to risk too much, especially with the wins that I have been getting. And I know if you're watching this, you're probably like, oh man, you could have fought this team, you could have fought that team. That would have been some trophies right there, right? Yeah, maybe, but I'm just going really low risk right now. Right now, the strat, low risk, a little bit of rewards, but at least we're slowly chipping away, right? Slowly chipping away at trying to breach into Elite 2 right now. At least get a nice buffer, because just in case I don't have enough trophies or enough arena tickets to grind tomorrow, at least get a nice buffer to remain in Elite 3, because I am sick of just logging out at nighttime and logging in the next morning and I'm just bumped down. Oh wow, I never seen a Thunder God's Paper level 10. Deals 90% thunder damage of all cookies. I thought this one only benefits thunder type. White Lily is not thunder type. Does that just add the lightning damage on top of? Deals 90% damage of all cookies total attack to nearby enemies. Oh, so it just adds lightning damage on top of whoever's damage. It's not like a specific, because isn't this one increases crit for all electrifying type? So it would say electricity type. So this does not say electricity type. So I wonder if this is good. Well, let's find out. I feel like I'm gonna lose. Wow. Okay, let's just do it. Screw it, let's do it. That's the motto out here. Screw it, let's do it. I'm definitely gonna lose. What the hell level is their name here? There goes some nice burst. Oh, okay. I am a little surprised, not gonna lie, a little surprised. They had a ton of damage though. Wow, look at that. They had way more damage than my whole team combined. But I'll take that win. Maybe I should have rewatched that fight, not gonna lie. That looked kind of crazy, but hey, we're in grind mode right now. Grind time before shine time. And let's go for this one. A frontline archer. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. Hold the line. We saw them cheering right there. Gonna have some Frost Queen nice bursts in the back line. Easy damage right there. Yeah, I think they made a mistake by not having a tank, right? Having that archer in the front line is just too squishy. Let's see how much damage they were able to get off at least. Almost half a mil damage. So look how much damage they received. Wow. Yeah, not the play. 2 trophies going my way. Can we get 4,000 trophies here in the next 10 rolls? Ooh, this looks interesting. I have no idea. See, the thing is with only kind of studying up meta cookies, you don't know who the hell these other cookies are, these common cookies. Especially if they have like a costume on. There's so many costumes in this game, which is pretty cool. So the fact that they are ranked 15k overall in the server has me a little concerned. But this is going to be a bait team. But it seems like my comp able to handle that quite well with ease. Gonna be getting 14 trophies right there. Let's go to this one. Another questionable lineup here. I do like, what is that? Snapdragon? Who's that in the front? That's not Snapdragon. Forget the name. Sometimes I forget these cookie names, but I do like their frontline cookie. I have versed them a couple times, and well, they're a good tank. Unfortunate for them this time around. Looks like they're gonna be getting yeeted on out of here. Stormbringer versus Stormbringer. Now it's really bothering me. What was that cookie's name? Give me 1 second here. Do a little cookie deep dive. Live cookie deep dive. I don't own them, so it should be easy to spot them out here. What? Here it is. Dragon cookie. Pitaya dragon cookie? How do you get that one? I got some soul shards out here, but not the actual cookie. By the way, I remember in one of my videos I said common cookies. I'm gonna play them for a season, see how far I can get them. Well, they're getting locked up and they're getting loaded down here. They're getting locked up and loaded down here. So maybe a video series coming soon. Common cookies. How far can you make it? Cream puff healer. Icicle Yeti healer. Financier 4-star frontline. 3,500 trophies. So this is a riskier battle, and if I lose a lot more than I would gain. But as they say, when in Rome, when in Rome, you risk it for the biscuit, right? Just throwing all the cliches out there right now. Let's see how much burst my Ice Queen get. Oh no. Now I regret booking those Rome tickets as well, getting whooped. No Name 72 definitely got me good. Yeah, lost 11 trophies, and if I would have won that, I would have gained like 2. Not worth. Those are the fights that I keep talking about. Like when it's too risky, it's just the risk versus reward is just, it's not there, right? Even this one, a little questionable, especially because they got the one treasure that I think when you die you come back with some health, so it's like a second life almost, right? And they had massive bursts. I might lose this one again too, unless I can pull out clutch card with the Stormbringer here. Stormbringer really needs to get some nice crits, but I don't think so. It's not gonna work. Stormbringer. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Ooh. Whoa, what the heck? I thought I won that one. It was the treasure, wasn't it? Restores the cookie. What is this? Honey cream crown. Enhances the skill of the cookie with the highest attack, increasing the cookie's crit and crit damage. I do not know how in the world I lost that one. But just like that, I lost like 25 freaking trophies in 2 battles. And I was on such a good roll right there. Just unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, guess what? We're risking it once again. Oh, they got the dragon cookie in the front line. Let's see how much burst I can get out of hit button. And the sad part is I'm losing against opponents who are way further down the total rankings than me, right? So it's not even like I'm getting a lot of trophies if I do win the battle. I might be getting 2. And it all goes back to the risk versus reward. Now, when it comes to fighting teams that are lower in the rankings than me, like this one, it's a no-brainer. I'll spend 2 seconds to get 2 trophies all day, especially because I need to make up the 25 I just lost. And we are getting down to the wire here when it comes to my reroll action. So 2 tanks and a dream. This is going to come down to a sustained battle. Ooh, they are going to be... Ooh, they're going to be Elite 2. This is an interesting one. Well, sit back, relax. I might take this one off of fast motion to really enjoy it in all its glory. Oh, wow, there's 6,000 ranked overall on the server, too. They're doing big damage. I'm not even touching them. Pika Pie. My healer already done and dusted. Looks like the rest of my team holding up for now. The thing is, Pika Pie, my opponent, still really healthy. They just keep healing. They keep healing. This is crazy. I cannot touch them. I can't get past their defense no matter what my team does. Here comes the all damage increase by 100. We're really looking for some strong burst. But even that burst only able to get them down to about 66%. I'm at 30% right now. My Stormbringer, my damage dealer, is about to go out. Stormbringer has 1 HP. There you go, 2 HP and a dream. Here goes another move. Oh no, there goes Stormbringer. That's it. Defeat. -2. At least I didn't lose too many trophies. So I guess when you punch up, you lose. You don't lose too many trophies. You punch down, you lose. You get punished big time. So I didn't know that. That's very interesting to learn, actually. 6 more rerolls to go. 6 more. Oh, no treasures. This should be an easy win. So when you are in arena and you have a defense team, you have no treasures. What are you doing? Throw something on there. Unless you're intentionally feeding, trying to D-rank for whatever reason, somebody would do that for. Throw on some treasures, and I'll give a good fight. So there goes some 9. That's a nice battle. 9 trophies going my way. I'll take that all day. Down to just 5 more crystal refreshes here for today. And I think the timer is at like 24 hours. So I kind of miscalculated my last ditch effort rerolls here. I thought I would be able to get 2 of them in, but it looks like I'm only going to be getting 1 session in when it comes to having 30 rerolls to go. Unfortunately, I was saving up my crystals too all season long for this exact moment. Just mistiming it by a couple hours, but we'll see. I'm not certain. We'll see. I got 5 more to go. We'll see exactly how long that timer is, because I was gonna really rely on going for 2 days, so 30 rerolls with crystals to really get me through the last hurdle, right, when it comes to arena. Unfortunate for me, I think I'm only gonna have one day of the mega push, mega grind, surviving arena here. And I know some people in the comments, they might be like, oh, you're too hard on yourself. Elite 3 is still really good, especially for a newer player. I see comments all the time, by the way, of people who say they've been playing for a year or 2 and they still cannot reach Elite. I don't know how that's possible. There's been some debate about like the server I'm on. Maybe I'm on an easier server. I don't know how that plays a factor, honestly. You know, I guess because legacy players are on like pure vanilla server, so maybe their accounts, like there's more people on that server with just maxed out accounts, so I guess that makes a little bit of sense. But if that's the case, then just join a new server, right? Because if you've been playing for a year or two and you really grind arena and you still can't even get into elite, yeah, that would be tilting. So I'm not going to go up against Dimpled Crackers just because they got maxed out treasures in the Elder Fairy in the front. For some reason, I think Elder Fairy counters either my team comp or my treasures. I think I'm missing something there. So not able to take out Elder Fairy. So 2 more to go. 2 more to go. This one's only got 1 million power. I'm at 1,000,005. 2 healers. Wow. 2 healers, a tank, 3,500 trophies. So I'm going to be punching down on this one. So if I lose big. If I win, I win too. I win little. Oh man, these are the place, you know, you just forced to go into, especially late into the season, trying to grind. So ton of action happening right now. By the way, there goes Stormbringer's thunder from the sky, getting some nice damage on the board. Looks like my team's still alive for the time being. I am slightly ahead. He goes to Ice Queen AoE. A special move there, not really taking out too much from the opponents. And well, the 2 healers, I just not getting past that. Here we go, all damage increased to 100. That's when things start to crank up here. Looks like they got a couple of freeze immunes happening on their end. There goes my healer out, but Stormbringer gonna be throwing out a lot of damage, looking for some big crits, more heals on the opponents. They still got their frontline tank doing a lot of tanking, soaking up a lot of the damage, but there they go. Now it's up to Mystic Flower, the last one alive, so I should be able to get this one in the bag here with 4 of my cookies still up. And there goes difficult win, but we got it. We got it. Or do we? We got it. 1%, 2%. Just go out already. Come on. Come on. The sustain though, I mean, there's only 1 cookie, Mystic Flower, just surviving for so long right there with those treasures. And is Mystic Cookie a boy or girl, by the way? I don't even know. Where do I find this lore? I guess I just gotta look on their about me pages or whatever. Last one, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, last refresh. Let's see. You have used up all your daily crystal refreshes. Crystal refreshes reset every day at midnight GMT +9. So I don't think it's a 24-hour thing, which is good. So I might be able to spend my other crystals come tomorrow. So the video might be a little longer. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we have time to kind of go for that final last day 30 reroll push to see how far we get. And also we have to hope and pray that tonight when I log off, I don't just get attacked 20 times and lose all 20 of them, right? Because that's kind of been my issue here. So there goes another 2. I'll continue to do these free refreshes, but yeah, let's see. My defense log, there's 1 win. I lose a lot, right? I do lose a lot, but how many trophies? So I'm losing 1, I'm losing 3, I'm losing 2, I'm losing 1, I'm losing 3, I'm losing 3. So not losing too many trophies, but just the fact of like I get attacked so often, right? And that's the thing. So that's gonna be today's push. So I started at 3,000 trophies, 545, and right now I'm at 3,747. So I was able to gain 200 trophies with 30 rerolls. That's a lot of crystals. So if I, what is it, 30, so that's 9,000 crystals. Holy shit. So 9,000 crystals. Is it worth the 202 trophies? That's a question for you. That's a question for me. I rather play the gacha for that, but at the end of the day, like, the whole point of me making this channel has been the arena grind, right? So I think crystals well spent, in my opinion, but of course they could have been spent in a smarter, more methodical approach, right, when it comes to just overall improving my cookies in the kingdom. So we'll see, but that's gonna be it for right now. Maybe tomorrow we'll get another push in, one last go here of the season. What up? Comment Cookie clocking in for another video heading your way. First off, thanks for all the support, everybody subscribing and commenting on almost every single video. I'm thinking about making a Discord, so I'll definitely make sure to keep everybody posted on that. But praise the Cookie Run Kingdom gods, I finally was able to unlock Dark Cocoa Cookie and was able to get the Awakened version. So now I am running a meta cookie this season around, and let me tell you, I have been having a blast with this cookie. Not to mention, I also threw a new cookie in the mix as well, giving it a go, at least for the early season. That's going to be Peach Blossom Cookie, I believe a newer cookie that was recently in the gacha. I was able to roll her. She's a support middle, and I love the move. The Heavenly Fruit move, I feel like, is pretty clutch and has been clutch in certain situations. And pretty much a TLDR is the Peach Blossom Cookie summons a peach tree that heals the team. I've been having a good time rocking a new cookie because the past 3 seasons I kind of been rocking the same team comp, so I was definitely feeling like it's time to change it up a little bit and just kind of see how far I can get, at least until the end of the season comes rolling around, right? So I've been having a good time. Was also able to spend a ton of mileage. I think I had like 20k mileage, and I was able to get so many treasures because of that. So that has been extremely clutch. And shout out to the Hall of Ancient Heroes. I'm not gonna lie, there's so many things going on in Cookie Run that sometimes I just forget about crucial points of the game, and I have not been utilizing the Hall of Ancient Heroes whatsoever. So that's how I was able to get my Peach Blossom and Dark Cocoa all the way up to 80 to kind of get them ready to go when it comes to PvPing. So yeah, make sure if you're not using your slots, use your slots in the Hall of Ancient Heroes without a doubt. By the way, we are still going strong with the Cookie Run Tower Adventure game, by the way, the new game that just came out. We got a little guild going on over there. Pretty active. You know, I tend to jump on that game maybe 3 times a week towards the end of the night, just to kind of unwind and check it out and have a good time. Slowly getting into it, but there has been a couple people from the channel who are playing that game as well. So if you want to meet up and chat with some common viewers of the Comic Cookie and you do play that game, let us know and you could easily join the guild and grind it out. So yeah, talking about the meta here, already in Elite this season. I know it is the very start of this season, but I have been grinding, and well, Mystic is definitely a cookie that almost everybody's rocking at the top. And as you know, in my last video, had a little bit of a complaint when it comes to that. Was not aware of how that whole system was working out and unfolding, and I missed it, unfortunate. So made sure definitely not to miss the Dark Cocoa, especially awakening that cookie. And that cookie has been so good when it comes to PvP, and yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen again. But as you know, in that last video, I had pure vanilla cookie that was kind of like my healer, but then I swapped up, as I mentioned, for Peach Blossom Cookie, and I feel like Peach Blossom Cookie is a little more versatile, at least in my opinion, compared to pure vanilla. And that cookie's move, the Love and Peace, I believe the Love and Peace, what it does is it amplifies buffs, which could be really good. Also heals a percentage of your cookie's attack. So it has its use case without a doubt. But I'm starting to develop this theory that new cookies in the gacha, I feel like the newer gacha cookies, they're always going to be slightly stronger than older cookies, just because the devs have a lot more time to really plan out these cookies, and they know it works, right? Maybe early on cookies, they were kind of just experimenting with them and throwing some moves out there, weren't really too sure on how they would interact with team comps or within the meta. And I feel like now they intentionally tried to build cookies that could easily slot into the meta. At least that's my theory. That's what I'm going to be running with right now. So I wanted to give Peach Blossom Cookie a try. I was thinking that for Cloud Hati, I believe, Hayate. I have no idea how to say that cookie's name, but that was the cookie before Peach Blossom came out, and I was kind of thinking like, maybe I should use that cookie. It is a defensive cookie, but I don't really want to replace my Financier because I love Financier. Financier has been one of those cookies that has been a staple within my team comp, and the rare candy, I think it's like at level 14 already. So I've been trying to really put a lot of resources into Financier. So you already know I was not going to replace my frontline defensive cookie that easily, right? So I think when it comes to the mid cookie, I replaced White Lily because I noticed White Lily hasn't really been doing a lot of damage on my team the past couple seasons, and it might have been because of the biscuits, the topping, yada yada. You already know there's a lot of things that I'm still slowly learning about the game, but yeah, I wanted to give Peach Blossom a go, and not gonna lie, having a good time. And it might be because Dark Cocoa is awakened and doing a lot of damage, level 80 maxed out. Right now the toppings I got for Dark Cocoa are the attack ones. I did swap them up here a little bit, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of make a little video here and get your thoughts. First of all, on Peach Blossom, do you see Peach Blossom kind of being slated in to the meta in your opinion? Because I know a lot of people that watch my videos, they are also arena grinders, and let's just forget about Mystic Flower Cookie for now, all right? Until they give me Mystic Flower Cookie for free, or give me the chance to at least roll them again somehow without having to unlock these super hard cookie cutters, then I'm not going to talk about that cookie, all right? Forget about it. Forget about Mystic Flower Cookie. Get out of here. But shout out to everybody who does have that cookie, because you already know you are ranking up so fast right now, especially at the beginning of the seasons. But Kingdom Arena, all right, Radiant Beginning Season number 1. Good luck everybody out there. That's gonna be another video for Common Cookie. We out. I finally figured out a way to break my Mystic Flower Cookie, or lack of Mystic Flower Cookie, curse. This has been a cookie I, for some reason, have had no luck at all getting in the gacha system. And honestly, this cookie has been kicking my butt for at least 1 month now in the Kingdom Arena. So after lots of testing with different team comps, I believe I found a counter. Yes, a counter to this Mystic Flower Cookie, and that cookie is Snapdragon. As always, thanks everybody for tuning on in to this Common Cookies new video. If you like it, drop a subscribe and comment down below. So Snapdragon, I know you're scratching your head. Well, I've seen a lot of success using Snapdragon on my team as the support healer. I've been winning trophies left and right, climbing up these leaderboards here in Radiant Beginning Season 1. If you watched my last video, I was preaching about Peach Blossom. I was on the hype train for Peach Blossom, and listen, I still love Peach Blossom. I think that cookie is amazing, and her Heavenly Fruit is a fantastic move, right? But the Peach Blossom cookie I got just couldn't cut it. You know, it was always a gamble. I feel like I was tossing a coin in the air and hoping that my team comes out on top. When I swapped over to Snapdragon, I've been having a lot more success when it comes to winning. I've been winning a lot more of my matches, and my Snapdragon's not even fully leveled up. I had to put the Snapdragon in the Hall of Ancient Heroes to get to level 80 so I can put him on the squad, and I did my best to, you know, level him up as far as possible, but Point being, they're not even maxed out, and I'm already having more success with my Snapdragon cookie than I was with Peach Blossom. So I don't know. I feel like Snapdragon might be the way, especially up against the Mystic Flower cookie that is such a staple right now in the Kingdom Arena. At least for the higher rankings, I've been hard stuck in Elite 3 for multiple seasons now. Once again, still in Elite 3, but now that I got the Snapdragon, I'm rocking that. Still gonna be rocking my dark cocoa cookie, and I swap back over to White Lily and Stormbringer in the front line with Financier. So those are my main cookies. Still doing my best to level up these treasures. I did see a Reddit post last week about someone else who actually was free to play, and they went to Grandmaster. That's exactly what I want to be doing. I've obviously haven't been able to make it there yet, but they did have some advice on the Reddit when it comes to their toppings, right? So I went back and swapped up a couple of my toppings on my dark cocoa cookie. I put 2 raspberries for the attack and then 3 swift chocolates for the cooldown, right? So that's what I'm rocking now on that bad boy. And White Lily as well. I think I got what is it? All solid almonds, so damage resist. I heard those are pretty solid toppings. I haven't really used that toppings so far, so I'll keep you posted on that. And then of course, when it comes to Stormbringer, I'm sticking with the full-on crit, baby, the crit. So yeah, I am feeling pretty confident right now when it comes to my current arena team. Been grinding that sucker out and climbing up these leaderboards. And another thing that I mentioned in my last video is I didn't understand why people for their defense cookies only had like 1 cookie, right? It was always like a free win. I figured it out. It's because if you get to win, you verse them, you get the free win, right? Then they go into their defense, and with their attack team, they can kind of pick and choose who they want to go up against. So it's a lot easier to pick your opponents that way to climb up the leaderboards. And if you win a defense, you get a lot more trophies too, right? So it has actually been something that I personally didn't even think about. I just thought like, oh man, they must have forgot to put a team for the defending team. No, it is strategic. You actually want to lose your defenses so that way you have a better chance of versing weaker teams for your defense. So 200 IQ. I don't know if people knew that. It is somewhat risky. I feel like if you're not playing arena almost every day, it's a big risk, right? Because you're gonna be losing a lot of trophies that way. But when you look at your wins to losses, when you lose a battle in defense, you only lose like 1, 2, or I think 3 trophies max. So honestly, after a day of losing, all it takes is just 1 successful defense, and then you'll get like 22, right? So it definitely balances itself out in that aspect, and then everything after that first win is just positive trophies. So honestly, this might have been what I've been missing personally when it comes to climbing to Grandmaster. So I'm gonna give it a go. If you see me getting D-ranked, you know what happened. All right, you know what happened. Well, that's gonna be it for now. Just a little check-in with the Common Cookie Club, and this Common Cookie, we are out. Yo, what up, Common Cookie? I've unlocked the Da Vinci Code in Cookie Run Kingdom. I'm surprised no one is talking about this, no one is using it, maybe because it's a little outdated. But before I get into that, I wanted to follow up on a topic from my last video, win trading. So in my last video, I was talking about maybe setting your defense in Kingdom Arena to like 2 cookies. That way you would easily lose the battle, but in turn increase your chances of being able to pick and choose who you want to fight for an increased trophy count, right? I mean, that was the idea. I read it on Reddit. And I thought, hey, that might work, right? The issue I am seeing with this, I would lose 5 trophies here, 2 trophies there, another 5 here. And then when I go up and actually get revenge and verse the opponent I would only gain 1 or 2 trophies. So just doing some quick cookie math, the numbers aren't adding up. I'm actually losing more by allowing other opponents to easily attack me and win their battles compared to just having a strong team and maybe having other players second guess on whether or not they want to attack me or not. So I am going to revert back to having a decent team. Right now, I think my defense team is at like 1.5 mil when it comes to their power. I'm gonna keep it like that, all right? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it like that, and we're just gonna see how it goes. And my current team comp, by the way, it is kicking some cookie butt, all right? I've been going up against opponents that have higher power than I do and winning the battles, and that always feels good, right? It's always a feels good. All right though. The meta that might have been the meta a long time ago. If you're a fan of the channel, if you're a subscriber, shout out to you, by the way. Thanks for all the support, people commenting. But if you've been following me on my journey, you know I've only been playing Cookie Run for about 3 months now. I started kind of scrolling through the different cookies, looking at their lore, looking at their moves, and I found there's a particular set of cookies that actually have a lot of synergy amongst each other. So it had me scratching my head like, hey, this looks pretty good. So it's the Mercurial Knight cookie, the Silver Bell cookie, the Tea Knight cookie, White Lily, of course, and a cookie I don't have, but the Elder Fairy cookie. So kind of deep diving their actual move sets. They have a ton of synergy together, and I'm curious like if other cookies have this synergy going on as well. But this one is interesting in my opinion. So first off, the Tea Knight cookie has the Wrath of Commander, which is really interesting. It can stack up to 4 times, and pretty much the attack is plus 50%, attack speed plus 20%. That's pretty wild. And the 4th stack is going to be attack plus 100%, attack speed plus 150%. Now, of course, this only takes effect once when a allied cookie is defeated. So pretty much whenever you lose a cookie, your other cookies get a little stronger. I thought this was pretty OP. But this isn't even the most OP moveset that I found in this particular team comp. I'm going to shift over to the Mercurial Knight cookie. So the Mercurial Knight cookie has a ability called the Silver Knighthood. And when the Silver Knighthood is activated, it gives damage resist buffs, right? That can't be dispelled. It also helps out with White Lily cookie, gives White Lily cookie an increase of 20% HP and damage resist 30% at the start of the battle. It helps with Elder Fairy cookie, max HP 30% at the start of the battle, which is pretty insane. You know, when other cookies are able to buff their teammates just right out the gate, I feel like that's pretty strong. So the combo between the Mercurial Knight cookie and the Silver Bell cookie are, in my opinion, a really good combo. I unfortunately don't have Elder Fairy yet, but if I did, I would love to have that 30% right out the gate, right? I mean, you're already going to be at an advantage when it comes to the health if you got all your cookies with solid biscuits, if you got good toppings, and if you have their moves just maxed out, upgraded all the way, right? So for the time being, since I do not have Elder Fairy, I'm just going to be rocking Ice Queen on the comp because Ice Queen is one of the highest power that I have when it comes to my cookies, and I'll see how that one unfolds. Now, it is still very early on. I still need a lot of upgrading on these cookies and a lot of experimenting to really see how this team comp does within the elite arena rankings, right? But I do like to experiment, and I'm pretty happy that the game does offer these other routes that you can take. So you can kind of go outside of the normal meta and experiment and really see what works and what doesn't work. I was looking at my trophies, and this is officially my 4th season in Kingdom Arena, meaning I've played over 100 days of Kingdom Arena. Holy cow, what a journey it's been. And well, as of right now recording this video, I'm on the last day of the current season, Radiant Beginning, season number 1. So this is going to be the last season that completes my 100-day plus journey here in Cookie Run Kingdom. So this video is just me grinding through the last day of the season, trying to push as far as possible. Typically, the last couple of seasons, I've been able to push all the way to Elite 3, and the buck stops there. The cookie gets overdone, baked to perfection, unfortunately. Never have I ever been able to make it to Grandmasters yet, and it's been a struggle. I need that Mystic Flower cookie. I'm telling you, if I could just unlock and harness the power of the Mystic Flower cookie, I would be Grandmaster in a heartbeat. But that is honestly the only cookie I'm missing in my lineup, my team comp, my meta comp, I'm going to call it, that I've been running and grinding. So I've been grinding not only the battles, but also the defense, kind of going back and forth. I've even been going for some riskier plays. And what I mean by riskier plays, I mean I'm going up against opponents that have a higher attack power than I do, just to kind of gamble, roll the dice, and see what happens. And sometimes I win those battles. Of course, this depends on how many trophies they have, because if they are over your trophy count, you get more rewards, and if they're under, you get less rewards. So it always comes down to those trophy counts. Let's get into it though. Let's get into the video and kind of run through a couple of the battles here on my last day. And as always, shout out to everybody commenting down below. I honestly only made it this far up until this point because of the community and how helpful people have been in the comments with kind of guiding me on my journey here in the Kingdom Arena in Cookie Run Kingdom, trying to be a free-to-play Grandmaster player. So shout out to you right now watching. Side note, I'm thinking about starting a guild in Cookie Run Kingdom for people just to kind of vibe out, have a casual guild, not nothing all sweaty or nothing like that. But I'm on the fence, right? Because right now I'm in a guild, is level 60, and it has some pretty good benefits with being in that guild when it comes to my Kingdom Arena grind. So I am going to be taking a little bit of a loss if I do start my own guild, but then on the flip end, I think it would help more people kind of connect with the channel and just kind of vibe out in that sense as well. So let me know, like, would you join the guild is my question. Is it worth something to consider? Let me know. So my last day push, the team is going to consist of a Snapdragon in the back line, hitting me with them support heals all day long. Arcane Blossom, OP, GG, you already know. We got the Dark Cacao putting in big damage. Got some nice biscuits and toppings on the homie. I got some cooldown toppings and attack toppings, kind of swapped 50-50 almost. One of the viewers, and I think my last video, kind of gave me some tips and tricks with that homie. Still rocking the White Lily cookie because, you know, Bay all day. And then in the front line, Stormbringer, of course, still representing the set with I believe around 364k power. Yes, I'll take that. And then Financier, my best and favorite cookie of them all, gonna be the Meat Shield in the front line with nice little biscuit, and I think toppings, I recently swapped them up, so giving the solid almonds with the damage resist a go to end out this season. So this has been a interesting season, to say the least. One particular cookie, I believe at the beginning of the season, got a pretty decent buff, and a lot of people were running the Wild Berry cookie, the defensive frontline cookie in the front with the Wild Punch, the punch that unleashes his battle rage, dealing a really powerful attack. And this cookie, I went up against this cookie multiple times this season. Honestly, wasn't too scared about this cookie. I feel like I won maybe 8 out of my 10 battles up against this team comp. I'm still pretty new, so got to get used to like what counters or who counters who or whatnot. But in this fight, this is a prime example. This is going to be that cookie, Wild Berry with Dark Cacao, and then my homie's out here with 3 healers. Holy cow. Talk about healing to win, and I just get destroyed. Honestly, this is one of the team comps that, unless they have the 3 healers in the backline really providing that support, I'm pretty confident that my current team comp can whoop them. But as you see, I get whooped in this fight, unfortunately, and that's going to be some negative trophies for me. But no sweat, no sweat. We still got some games to go. So yeah, my strategy right now, and the strategy I've been implementing the last couple seasons, is just kind of cruising, using my crystals and trying to find opponents that have a, number 1, weaker power than I, and number 2, around the same trophy count, if not higher than myself, because that's how you maximize your trophies when you get the winner chicken dinners. And one team comp that, so kind of going back to what I was saying about that last bruiser with the Wildberry team comp, that was a popular team comp here this season. Another popular team comp that pretty much everybody in the top echelons is running, the top Grandmasters in the game. And then even in my current ranking, Elite, everybody and their mother is rocking the Mystic Flower cookie. The only cookie I don't have on my lineup. The key to success for me to get the Grandmaster, for some reason, I feel like, is the Mystic Flower cookie, and for a good reason, because everybody's rocking this cookie. So the team comp that I want to say 90% of the players in Elite and in Grandmaster are rocking Mystic Flower, White Lily, Dark Cocoa, Financier, and Stormbringer. There might be like a slight swap with one of those cookies, maybe the Financier for like an Elder Fairy, maybe the Stormbringer possibly, but for the most part, 90% of the people that I lost to this season had just a boosted Dark Cocoa cookie with the backline Mystic Flower. Those 2 cookies just have insane synergy right now, and then the White Lily, of course, in the middle, just laying down the law. So yeah, about 90% of the players in Elite who I lost to this season, without a doubt, have that team comp. And honestly, the only way I would be able to beat that particular team comp is if my cookies were higher leveled, like upgraded a little more, when it comes to either like being awakened or having been promoted with like a 1, 2, 3 stars. You know the deal. I mean, every time you promote your cookie, you get the higher power count because you get increased HP, increased attack, and increased defense. So the only way I would beat that team comp is if my cookies were promoted further along than my opponent's cookies. And another thing I've been kind of focusing on here this season has been the Sky Garden. Like, that's kind of where I've been placing all of those buildings that give you increased damage resist. You got the one that does increase HP by plus 5%. You got another one that gives you HP plus 10%. So there's a lot of buildings that you got to make sure you buy, those decorations that can actually help you all around, and especially with PvP. I know there's one with like a plus 10% defense. So there's some really good buildings that you want to prioritize with just max leveling out, and once when you get them to level 10, you'll be a little bit better than your opponents, obviously. But this isn't a secret or anything. For the most part, everybody knows about these buildings and decorations, and if you don't, well, now you do. Make sure you prioritize them. Another thing that I need to really buckle down come next season is the, what is it called? The Sugar Gnome Laboratory. Yes, this is definitely one of my weak spots in the game. Right now, it's only level 4. And within the Sugar Gnome Laboratory, you could just upgrade and give your cookies just massive bonuses. Like right now, I got the Charge Cookie HP bonus. And I think it's like level 7 out of 10. And pretty much you just want to keep leveling those suckers up because it increases, for example, the Charge Cookie HP bonus one. As the name says, it increases the cookie's HP by a certain percentage. So there's just a ton of upgrades you can get within the Sugar Gnome laboratory that I feel would just help your PvPing experience all around. So don't sleep on that. So like I said at the beginning in the intro of the video, this is the last day, my last push for Kingdom Arena Radiant Beginning Season number 1. And since it is the last day, I'm up pretty good foothold within Elite 3 on the overall ranking. So I'm kind of going for a little bit riskier plays. I'm pushing my team's boundaries to the limit. So yes, I am losing some trophies here and there, but like I said, it's the last day. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna remain in Elite 3, and it's only up from here. So might as well test out the team comp, test out the biscuits, and really see what my toppings can do up against some harder opponents. All right, here we go. Rebel Cookie. Haven't been able to burst one of these homies in a long time. I remember back when I was grinding the Masters rankings, a lot of Rebels and my good old favorite fettuccine cookie were really popular, but now within the elite rankings, not so much. And as you can see in the top corner, I got about 30 minutes left in this season, so I'm trying to make the most of it. Getting into the mix, we got ourselves a black pearl cookie and golden cheese little bait comp, but I don't think this team is going to be a challenge for me whatsoever. By the way, recently started another free-to-play account, and I kid you not, Mystic Flower cookie, White Lily cookie, Elderberry cookie, Dark Cocoa cookie, and Ice Queen cookie. Rolled all 5 of those cookies on a fresh, brand new free-to-play account. Now, of course, those 5 cookies, extremely under-leveled. The account is brand new, but my goodness, how I wish I had the Mystic cookie on the account that I've been playing for 4 months. Holy cow. So I might need to grind out that second account so I can play around with the Mystic Flower cookie, because I honestly at this rate don't believe I'll be unlocking that cookie in the gacha on my main account. The RNG, the cookie gods, just not on my side, unfortunately. But it goes to show you that anybody out there who might be having some bad luck and are trying to roll for the newest and best cookies on the market, maybe try a new account. You can play this game on the computer, on an emulator, on the Google Play Store, on the iPad. I mean, there's so many different ways to play Cookie Run Kingdom that you might as well make a new account. And especially if you haven't spent money on the game, just time, making a second account, and if you really enjoy the game, could be a route that you take just to kind of try to experience how those cookies do perform on a team, especially if you are like me, a arena kingdom grinder. So it just goes to show you beginner's luck in Cookie Run is without a doubt a real thing. So the idea of me making the free-to-play second account was so that I can kind of test out cookies, 1v1 them on the friends list, and really dive a little deeper on how the different toppings affect each cookie and the different biscuits. I really want to deep dive and learn a lot more about the game. That way I can increase my knowledge when it comes to Cookie Run Kingdom, and specifically Kingdom Arena, baby. Because listen, if you're not studying 9 to 5, if you're not trying to improve yourself, you're just not gonna make it to Grandmaster. So I've been kind of coasting the last couple of seasons and doing my best, but my best has only gotten me so far. And well, for some, Elite 3 is good, right? Like that's what they want in life. But me, I want to be known as the free-to-play player who grinded his cookie butt all the way to Grandmaster. So yeah, that was the general idea, but let's get into this fight with Bullshit. Now, this to me looks like an easy win. All right, it's a 5v2. They got the golden cheese, they got the Snapdragon. I should have this one in the bag. They're even ranked 52k overall on the overall leaderboards, and as expected, wiping them out. But the golden cheese still alive, will be coming back for that second life, all the way back up to 100 HP. That's pretty wild. I knock out golden cheese again, but golden cheese is not down and out. My cookies are wailing at this golden cheese. Finally, the damage increased to 100%. This should be the final blow, but holy cow, that golden cheese had 3 lives, and that's pretty wild. Wow. All right, that's a good fight. Everybody's out here on their final day, straight up grinding, trying to get as far as possible on the leaderboards. And like I said, this is the last day, especially with me. I only got what, like 30 more minutes to go, so not really picking and choosing my battles as I typically would. Of course, you want to take the battles where you're confident that you'll get the win, right? So that you can get the trophies, continue to climb up those leaderboards. But now that it is the final hour, I'm really trying to push my team's boundaries and see how far I can make it in that aspect. This was a fight that I typically wouldn't have taken. Yes, it is going to be a 5v3, but they just got their cookies promoted a little further than myself. Plus their treasures, I believe, were also higher level than me. So let's see, Stormbringer versus Stormbringer. I got myself a Snapdragon in the back line, providing the heals, the support. But their Stormbringer just too strong with the crit, coming out on top, whooping and mopping me up. Less than 30 minutes to go. Kingdom Arena Radiant Beginning Season 1. I am almost at my wit's end when it comes to the amount of gems, or aka crystals. Hey, I'm still calling them gems. Crystals I have to reroll, refresh my opponents, and also when it comes to those battle tickets, I've been using a ton of those arena tickets, and well, quite frankly, running out of the shop tokens, the medals of victory, to be able to continue to purchase those suckers. And that's typically what happens with me, especially on the last days. I just use up all my resources from the season that I've been saving up for when it comes to those arena tickets. And well, now here we are, just grinding it out on the last day. The final 30 minutes. Can I get that one last win? I don't think I'll be able to make it to Grandmaster this season. Once again, currently in Elite 3 still. I guess best case scenario, I just go on an insane winning streak and maybe get Elite 2, which technically would have been my furthest I've ever finished. Now, I was Elite 2 one season, but then overnight, I kid you not, overnight, I got bumped down to Elite 3. So technically, Elite 3 has been the furthest I've ever made it at the end of a season, and I've consistently placed Elite 3 over the last 100 days, I guess, of Arena, Kingdom Arena. So it's pretty wild. And like I said, getting better though every single season, continuing to progress, continuing to learn new tips and tricks, and heck, even just honestly having a good time posting these videos, chatting with the community in the comments, and definitely still vibing to the game. Just a cookie out here trying to be baked to perfection. Now let's see if I can get a couple more wins in before the season's done. 100 days plus in Kingdom Arena. Holy cow, who'd have thought I would have made it this far into the game? And quite honestly, thanks to everybody who has been watching this whole time. Doesn't matter what cookie you are, who you are, it's the heart inside the cookie that matters. All right, and at the end of the day, we're all just cookies out here on the grind, trying to be the best cookie possible here in Kingdom Arena. So let's see, can I get my final win? I gotta tell you, not having, and I probably said this about 5 times already here in this this vlog style video here, not having Mystic Cookie has been just nipping me in the tail all day long, all season long. Honestly, I'm hoping that since, you know, I don't have that cookie, I'm hoping the next patch will get some type of counter to Mystic Flower. Maybe there is a counter to Mystic Flower, and if there is, let me know in the comments. I'll do my own research as well, but typically you people out there, you cookies out there watching, have a better idea than I do. The comments have been really helpful. But yeah, I need a counter ASAP to this Mystic Flower cookie. I thought Snapdragon might have been the way, and honestly, Snapdragon cookie has definitely been helping me so far when it comes to having a fighting chance, because when I was rocking pure vanilla cookie. I actually dumped in a lot of resources and XP jellies and all those goodies to try to level up the pristine healing powders. I was trying to level up pure vanilla cookie because I thought this was the cookie that can help me in my journey counter mystic flower cookie. But I've actually found that Snapdragon is a little better. But hey, it is what it is. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the final match of my season here. The timer is running out. Finally, I get the last winner chicken dinner of the season. Now, it's not going to be getting me all the way to Grandmaster, but hey, I'm going to be stopping here in Elite 3 pretty satisfied. And you know what? I'll take the 20k crystals all day, son. As always, thanks for watching. I know this was a little longer of a video than I normally upload, and honestly, shout out to everybody in the comments who have been requesting longer videos. It's been a pretty cool experience to try to get these uploaded, but that's gonna be it. Common Cookie out. Common Cookie coming in clutch with another Cookie Run Kingdom video. I've unlocked the Da Vinci Code. I found the newest and best meta I've ever discovered. All right, minus that one fight. Trust me though, I have been able to easily breeze through all of Masters. Right now, I'm in Elite 5. I expect it to get a little more challenging, but I'm having a great time right now. As of right now, I'm rocking the new cream cookie that recently just popped out. Snapdragon, of course, one of my workhorses in the back line with the support heals. We also have, as you can see, pure vanilla dropping the massive heals, and then Peach Blossom with her heavenly fruit, the gentle flick of the peach tree branch. So I got 4 out of 5 cookies dropping nothing but heals and support for my front line cookie, who is Dark Cocoa with the awakened version, by the way. So Dark Cocoa right now rocking around 360k power, but besides that, everybody else is just straight up big chilling when it comes to biscuits, and when it comes to the toppings, I can't even say it's the most optimal. My total power right now on the team is 817k. So 817,000 is my total power, and I've been going up against teams with 1 million plus total power, and I'm winning these fights, right? So I started this kind of team comp here as, you know, just testing the waters, trying to have some fun. I went up against one player that had 3 healers. I got my butt whooped, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I didn't even know people rock this. So I took it up a notch, and I went with 4 healers, and I was caught off guard. I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of times that I was in a battle that I thought I would lose, but I actually won. And a lot of these fights are up against my arch nemesis, the Mystic Flower Cookie. Because I don't have that cookie yet, still no luck with that cookie. I've been hesitant to go up against teams who are rocking the Mystic Flower Cookie, because last season had a lot of difficulties with my main team comp versing that cookie. And as a couple people kind of commented in my last video, there really is no counter to Mystic Flower Cookie. People think there might be a counter, but there's not. Mystic Flower Cookie is legit. Such a staple within the Kingdom Arena meta. I don't think that cookie is going anywhere anytime soon. So as somebody who doesn't have that one healer cookie, I was thinking to myself, how do I counter that one healer? Well, guess what? I got an answer. All right, I got 4 healers. So if my 4 healers cannot outmatch your heals as Mystic Flower Cookie, then we got a problem. All right. But that hasn't been the case. I've been winning a lot of my battles. I want to say I've been winning 9 out of 10 battles. Yeah, that's right. You heard me here first. So I know a lot of times people are asking in the comments for like tips and tricks, maybe possible team comps they can rock here in Kingdom Arena. Well, guess what? The Common Cookie has got you covered. Radiant beginning season number 2. You can easily grind through masters, rocking a couple healers on the squad. As long as you got Dark Cocoa, and I know a lot of people probably do because we had that event a couple weeks back where you were able to get Dark Cocoa and then the Awakened version as well. So that's the key here. You want the Awakened King Dark Cocoa because it's where all the damage comes from, right? So honestly, the strat right now for my squad is just keep Dark Cocoa on the front line alive, keep them healed, keep them buffed, and we should be golden. When it comes to treasures, I'm not even rocking like the swan feather. I'm not even rocking the insignia of the knight. Yeah, I'm sticking with my whistle, of course, and I also got my crit one, the disciples magic scroll, does the cookies attack plus 43% in the defense, and then plus the stopwatch. So I'm sticking with the classics on this go around, not even going for the cheese strat out here. So yeah, pretty good times out here for the Common Cookie, and I wanted to kind of just put this video together, outline what I might have discovered. I don't know. I tried looking online, I looked on YouTube, couldn't really find anybody rocking this team comp. Maybe it's just too crazy, it's just too new. But let me know down in the comments. As always, shout out to everybody who has been watching my videos, commenting and subscribing. I typically pin I don't want to say the best comment, but I pin the most heartwarming content to every single video. And in the last video, for example, iMan32D, shout out to you, said they would love watching the videos and they believe one day the Common Cookie will have 1 million subscribers. Hey, right there, that brings a tear to my eye. I hope so as well. I have fun playing the game, I have fun making this video. So yeah, honestly, everybody, shout out to you. So grateful to have such a nice community for such a brand new channel. It's been a great time, and we're gonna have some more videos coming out soon with a pretty big update for the Common Cookie here shortly. It's in the oven, it's baking, so definitely keep your eye on that. Drop a subscribe if you want to stay tuned for that next video. And by the way, did you see the new Star Coral? New cookie coming in hot here. I'm looking forward to that. Not only that, but the Moonlight Cookie is going to be getting a new crystal gem, and that crystal gem looks like it is the jam. I predict the Moonlight Cookie should be making a return to Arena Kingdom, at least for a little while. Typically what I've noticed is anything new gets introduced into Kingdom Arena. For example, a couple weeks ago, we had the Wild Berry Cookie Punch meta that was in play for a little bit. I still see that cookie being rocked in Elite here and there. So I definitely see Moonlight Cookie with the new Crystal Jam being introduced into Kingdom Arena. Personally, I do not have Moonlight Cookie, but I do know a couple people out there. I've seen it in the comments who they're looking forward to this new update. So it is going to be interesting to see how that cookie makes an impact here in Arena. Not to mention the new Star Coral cookie. It's always fun to get new cookies to roll that gacha for. So I'm saving up my crystals. Right now I got around 14k. Maybe that's enough to get it. Maybe. Hey, we'll find out. Wish me luck, Cookie Run Kingdom gods. But that's going to be it for me. Common Cookie out. A new PvP mode in Cookie Run Kingdom. Say less. Not only do I have to grind Kingdom Arena, but now I'm out here PvPing like crazy, spending all my crystals, all my gold coins, and all my toppings upgrades to deck out not one, but 3 different teams needed to compete in this new game mode, Super Mayhem Dream Station. Honestly, I don't even care about hitting Grandmasters in this game mode. The rewards are kind of mid, but the reward that I truly want lies within Master 5, the Guardian of the Dream statue. I need this. For some reason, it is just calling my name. It's saying, "Common Cookie, come and get me." So how does this game mode work? TLDR, you have 3 teams and 3 tries to win 2 gold medals. First person to hit those 2 gold medals wins the match. So as a free-to-play player, I need to be really crafty with my team setup in order to climb these leaderboards, with the goal, of course, of hitting Masters 5 to claim that trophy so I can put it in my castle. Since I don't have 3 completely maxed out, good toppings, good biscuits, level 80s, you know, I don't have enough cookies that are just maxed out to have 3 complete teams. My strategy heavily depends on being able to clutch out 2 out of the 3 battles. That means I'm going to be focusing on having 2 really good teams, the best teams I could possibly have with my current Cookie Run Kingdom account, and then 1 bad team that I'm calling the throwaway. Typically, I've noticed people put their best team first in the lineup. So what do? I just put my throwaway team up first to go against their best team, and that results me in a loss. So I'm already down 1 medal. What that means is the next 2 battles, I need to hope and pray to the Cookie Run Kingdom gods that my team comp clutches it out, comes out on top, and wins those 2 final gold medals. Now, before you head into battle, you already know the opponents that you're versing. You know their attack power for their team comp. So you can kind of flex that throwaway team, that loss, that L. You can kind of flex on exactly where you take that L, right? To try to make sure that your good 2 teams win their 2 matchups. All you need is 2 out of the 3 gold medals. So with that in mind, let's get into the video. I'm going to be spending some crystals, going for some rolls, trying to climb up these leaderboards. So right now for my throwaway team, I am going to be rocking the Fettuccine, the Solo Dolo, the unstable Fettuccine. And honestly, I have been kind of surprised with how long Fettuccine has been able to survive some of these 1v5s. It actually has me scratching my head. I might want to introduce Fettuccine back onto the main squad when it comes to Kingdom Arena. And when it comes to the other 2 teams, I really try to take into consideration the moon aspects. So something about this game mode is there's 3 different moon aspects that kind of trigger throughout the actual match. So you have the moon shadow, you have the moon's balance, and the moon's blessing. And I believe the target cookies that are listed underneath those moon aspects, those are the cookies you want to try to use on the roster, because then they get the buffs that are indicated depending on when that moon aspect does hit during the battle. So I went out of my comfort zone for a couple of my teams with this in mind. For example, I got Sea Fairy Cookie. I ended up spending a lot of resources on her, leveling her up as much as possible, and she is going to be one of the legendary cookies on the squad with over 500,000 total power. So yeah, I spent a lot of resources on legendary cookie. Then of course, Star Coral Cookie, a new cookie that just came out, and I believe that's kind of like the theme of this game mode. So using Star Coral Cookie is a must. You know, Star Coral Cookie has her own buff called the Star Coral, and Star Coral Cookie's Star Coral buff is twice as powerful, not including the moon aspect. So you got to throw that cookie on, also spend a couple of resources, or at least as much as I could. Got that cookie up to almost 200,000 power. And honestly, still on the fence when it comes to Star Coral. I saw a couple people in my last YouTube video that like, Star Coral, the #1 support. Okay, I gotta level her up. I believe it's a her. I know a lot of people get on me for calling Peach Blossom a her. Listen, we're all cookies, all right? We're all baked to perfection in the oven, all right? But yeah, Star Coral Cookie Healing plus 11% of attack every 1 second for 7 seconds. Has a HP shield in there, has a increase of crit percent and attack speed. So I can definitely see this cookie being a good support cookie. Will it replace all the other support cookies? That is still to be decided. Another cookie that I don't normally use, the defensive frontline Cloud cookie up in the front line. So also spent some resources, star, XP, jellies, whatever, to level them up. And well, their shield is coming in clutch. And when it comes to treasures, I actually incorporated the Bear Jellies Lollipop, which buffs the ally with the highest attack, and for a moment increases their attack plus 40% and crit plus 40%. So kind of rocking that one along with the Sugar Swan's Feather and the Immutable Knights insignia. So that is going to be one of the teams. And then my main squad is with my Dark Cocoa cookie, Awakened, by the way. Was recently able to hit him up with a level 2 awaken, so now I got 2 of them stars on the bad boy. Stormbringer in the front line, Financier also in the front line, White Lily cookie, and of course the Snapdragon, my counter to Mystic Flower cookie, who I have yet to have any luck spending my crystals to roll. If you can send me some Mystic Flower cookie luck, send it my way. All right, I need it. I need the cookie blessings. And I think with that cookie, I could definitely hit Grandmasters when it comes to Kingdom Arena. But that's another video. Right now we're talking Super Mayhem. So getting back to the strategy, all you really need to focus on is trying to find an opponent where you could at least guarantee 2 of the wins, and you got to get those 2 wins in before they get their 2 wins in, of course. But I've been having some pretty good success with this, and I just kind of wanted to throw this video together because I know a lot of people that watch me are also free to play, and they might not have 3 complete maxed out teams to be able to really excel in this new game mode. I feel like this game mode kind of caters towards a more veteran player, which is good. It's understandable. Those veteran players, they want more content to play. They need new updates to keep them coming back for more, right? But on the flip end, as a newer player, you also want to have some game modes that you could feel good about yourself in as well. So I really feel like at least this video in particular can kind of help those newer players out there who have been tuning into the channel, riding along with me as I'm on a journey out here to be a free-to-play player to hit Grandmaster in Kingdom Arena. Taking a slight detour with this new game mode. Of course, I love PvP, so have to give it a good old college try. But yeah, that's the TLDR out here. And as you can see, we're having some good success with this strategy. Now, you won't win them all, and it happens. That's life. And one good thing about this game mode is when you actually do lose, you lose a lot less trophies than compared to when you win, you gain a lot more. So I think it is somewhat balanced in that aspect where it kind of helps out the newer player. But let me know down in the comments below, are you having fun in this game mode? How you liking the new cookie, the new update? And as always, stay cool and keep playing Cookie Run, baby. Welcome back to the channel, the Common Cookie, clocking in for another video. And today's video is not clickbait, I promise. Instead, I've got a theory that I want you to help me test out. As many of you know, I've been grinding for the past 3 months to hit Grandmaster as a free-to-play player in Cookie Run Kingdom Arena. I've consistently reached Elite 3 and Elite 2 every single season. And with each passing season, my knowledge of Cookie Run continues to grow. And I've been making videos to try to help out free-to-play players to succeed in their own Cookie Run Kingdom dreams and journey. So just a shout out to everybody who has been supporting the channel, watching, subscribing, and commenting. You guys rock, all right? So the obstacle that I've been facing over the last 3 months, my quest to become the best free-to-play Cookie Run Kingdom Arena player, there's always been this one thing holding me back, and honestly, it's the Mystic Flower Cookie. I don't have Mystic Flower Cookie. Mystic Flower Cookie, as you may have heard in my other videos, is just a staple within the arena, and not having it really puts you at a disadvantage. So I wanted to do like a little experiment. It had me thinking. I went to the drawing board, I was theory crafting, and TLDR, I decided to make a new Cookie Run Kingdom account for fun, air quotes, to play alongside my main account where I get most of my video footage from. And I literally couldn't believe what happened next. So the results after making a brand new Cookie Run account, I've only been playing this second account for 1 week maximum, all right? Fresh, straight out the oven, brand new account. All my gacha pulls have been cookies that I dream of for my main account. Mystic Flower Cookie, holy, got it, all right? Dark Cocoa Cookie, got it. White Lily, got it. Elder Fairy, got it. I got all these cookies on this secondary account that honestly I didn't even plan to really play or grind out that much, but now that I have like the perfect team comp for arena, I might have to put some more time and effort into this second account to see how far I can make it. And my mind was legitimately, it was blown away. This little cookie brain of mine was blown away. Was it all beginner's luck that I was having? Or, all right, or is it all a 200 IQ strategy from the Dev Sisters team to lock down new players by helping them roll the best cookies in gacha to quickly snag them into Cookie Run Kingdom, to lock them in, get them as a player, right? To really get them on the hook. And not only that, like, is it the Dev Sisters strat to maybe provide new players with the best cookies to compete with the veteran players who have maxed out accounts, right? You see where I'm going with this? Like, obviously, if you're a new player and you start playing arena, you're going to be mopped up by these veteran players with level 80s, the best toppings, the best biscuits. But if you're a new player and the devs are like, hey, let's help them out just a little bit, let's give them the best cookies, why not? Then obviously as a new player, you can kind of compete. So obviously my sample size is way too small to draw any type of conclusions, and this is when and where I need your help to test my hypothesis. If you have time, make a new account, give it about a week, and let me know what your gacha pools look like. All right? Is it all beginner's luck, or did I, the Common Cookie, just unlock the new Da Vinci Code? I want to find out here together. So do me a favor and keep me posted. Drop a comment down below. Let me know the status updates, and is it beginner luck or did I just unlock it? By the way, talking about unlocking things, I recently left my old guild. I let them know, I said, hey fellas, I am dipping because I'm going to branch out on my own. And I made a guild called the Dojo, a place where people gather to learn the art of baking. So with the dojo right now, we only got 4 guild members, brand new guild, plenty of room. And I am going to be looking for people to join who are active. So if you join, if you're watching, by all means, come. Let's learn dojitsu together, the master of the art of dough making. And in the guild, you know, I'll be chatting with people, etc. But if you're not active, I am going to have to make some room. So I am just throwing it out there. I have started to kind of clean up my friends list as well, because I get so many invites and I just feel bad not letting everybody who is active in the community be part of something a little bigger. So hey, everybody, join up with the dojo. Right now we need some help with the guild relics, with leveling up, and in particular getting the guild buffs, because those guild buffs definitely helped me out before on my arena grind. So if you want to tag along, feel free to send an invite. But that's going to be it for me for now. Just want to make a quick little video outlining my possible discoveries. So as always, drop some comments down below. Keep doing you. Common Cookie out. What up? Common Cookie clocking in for a classic Common Cookie Arena video. So we just got done grinding the last day of Radiant Beginning Season 2. And let me tell you, Mystic Flower Cookie, Mystic Flower Cookie, Mystic Flower Cookie, Mystic Flower... Should I go on Mystic Flower Cookie? Everybody and their mother, their grandmother, their pet dog, everybody's got a Mystic Flower Cookie except for me. I want to say 90% of my opponents had the Mystic Flower Dark Cocoa combo, the deadliest combo right now in all of Kingdom Arena, at least for the elite rankings. I can't really speak on Grandmaster, but I have to assume a lot of people are also rocking that deadly duo up at the top. And I gotta tell you, I tried so many different teams throughout this season, and it was rough. You know, it was rough not having that cookie. I really felt like for the first time ever since my journey started here in Cookie Run, I felt like I was at a disadvantage for the first time ever. I still had fun, you know. I still had fun grinding this season's arena. I was changing up some things. I actually started to use golden cheese a little bit because I am in love with the sarcophagus mechanic that golden cheese has, and I feel like the sarcophagus kind of helps counterbalance just a smidge the Mystic Flower Cookie Dark Cocoa combo, just in case, you know, at least if one cookie gets knocked out alongside with the feather, the swan feather, I have like a second chance comeback mechanic almost, right? So I was definitely theory crafting. I threw in Cream Ferret a couple times, a couple of the rotations, but for the main part, the main squad this season consisted of Snapdragon Cookie, it consisted of Financier Cookie, and of course Dark Cocoa Cookie. Now I also try to start prioritizing my toppings and biscuits. So mainly my biscuits, I've been grinding the main story. I've been going back to the beast mode and just trying to get the best biscuits possible, right? And attune them. Like, that's another thing that I really discovered here this season is I knew about biscuits. I semi knew about leveling them up and attuning them, but I did not know, for some reason it just didn't click, that you want to have your biscuit, you want to attune your biscuit to have it match the actual cookie. So for example, my Stormbringer is the front line, the fist icon. You want to have it attuned so all 4 slots have the fist icon, and that means that that stat is active since the beginning of time, the last 3 months, for some reason that just didn't click. So I was re-rolling the stats and I was like, oh, this is a great stat. The stat doesn't matter if it doesn't match the cookie that it's on. So that was a pretty fun discovery, and I'm sure a lot of you knew about that in the past, might even dropped a comment, but for some reason it just wasn't clicking. So that was something that definitely helped me out here. And if for whatever reason you might not be familiar with what I'm talking about, I'll throw a little example in this video to show you what I'm saying. But yeah, so that has been the main roster. I don't think I finished it, by the way. What did I say? Oh, so I was swapping out the Stormbringer for the Golden Cheese here and there, but for the most part, Snapdragon was definitely on the roster here this season, and I also was rocking White Lily a lot more as well. For the most part, my attack power and defense power all season kind of hovered around 1.5 million. This is another thing that I need to work on. I need to work on getting the soul stones for my cookies so that I can continue to level them up, right? Level them up, promote them. That's the word. Promote them and awaken them. Those are the two. Ascend. There it is. Promote and ascend. I am all over the place here today. Kind of just feeling good because the season just ended. And I did get Elite 2, so I should be having some crystals headed my way right in time, hopefully for the new cookie that is coming out here soon, the wind cookie. So I'm looking forward to that cookie. I also heard that there might be a legendary healer coming out soon. So I don't know where I feel, by the way, or how I feel about covering leaks on this channel. Now, I have been following a lot of content creators lately in the space, and they do cover leaks. I don't want to spoil anything, right? So I might not cover leaks, but point is, I saw something that might be something, and we might be getting a little something. A legendary healer. And I'm looking forward to this because if we can get a legendary healer, I think that would hopefully be able to counterbalance Mystic Flower Cookie if you don't have Mystic Flower Cookie. Because honestly, Mystic Flower Cookie, everybody except for me, 99% of the players in Arena Elite have a Mystic Flower Cookie this season. And you know, as somebody who really likes playing Cookie Run Kingdom, I enjoy the game a lot. I want it to be somewhat balanced though too, right? Like if you don't have a certain cookie, I want there to be a way for you to compete, you know, for you to have a leveled playing field. And I know this is something that we chatted a little bit about in other YouTube videos, but it's so important to have like counters to meta cookies just so that the meta doesn't become stale and doesn't become one-sided, right? So I'm hoping that is new cookie coming out, or a couple new cookies, you know, because they're always baking in the oven. I'm hoping that they at least took into consideration how strong Mystic Flower Cookie is right now, and they're coming out with a cookie that can counter Mystic Flower Cookie. I don't want to see Mystic nerfed. I'm not sure if they nerf cookies in this game. Like I mentioned, I'm still fairly new when it comes to playing Kingdom Arena, when it comes to just discovering Cookie Run and the universe as a whole. If you watch my last video, I had a lot of fun. You know, I had a lot of fun covering the different titles, experiencing them for the first time. And honestly, I would have never have done that if it wasn't for the Kingdom Arena kind of community that we have been able to build up over the last couple of months. Honestly, every single video I upload, I love looking at the comments. I love chatting with people and just learning as much as possible. Like, it's a real humbling experience, and I have a lot of fun just making content. And I think that's important when it comes to being a YouTube creator. Like, you got to have passion for something, and you gotta love what you do. And TLDR, if Mystic Flower Cookie continues to kick my cookie butt every single season, How much can you love that, right? So hopefully we get some updates with that, or hopefully maybe I just roll a Mystic Flower cookie. I still have had zero luck in the gacha, and I'm not the only one. I know other people out there as well have had really bad luck with the gacha of fate, getting those beast cookies, those rolls going. Those little cookie cutters are so hard to come by the way. But yeah, so things are going well. Another season in the books. I got some clips of my last 30-minute grind time before shine time here. I went to Elite 2. I got bumped out of Elite 2, going for some riskier plays, and then I went back to Elite 2. Another thing to note here that when we're talking about growth, right? Growth as a community, when we're talking about growth as a common cookie out here, we made a guild, all right? And the guild dojo, by the way, filled up pretty quickly. I believe we got one more spot left, but a lot of people in there just having a good time. Shout out to everybody who has joined the guild. There's a lot of chatting going back and forth. A lot of people trying to provide helpful tips and tricks to other players. Like, there's no ego. You know, you don't need a certain attack power, certain trophy count. As long as you're active, that's all that matters in the dojo. And honestly, it's just a place that I want people to hang out, have a good time, and learn some dojitsu is what we're calling it. The dojo master is clocking in. So that's gonna be it for me for now. I look forward to next season. I got some other video ideas in the oven, so if you did like the last video of me playing all the cookie run games, shout out to you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to make a couple more videos along those same lines so that all my content isn't just Kingdom Arena focused. Branch out a little bit now that we're a real cookie out here. So that's gonna be it. Have a wonderful day. Common Cookie out. Welcome back to the dojo, fellow cookies. Today we're tackling a challenge that's been given free to play players nightmares. That challenge: how to beat the newest meta dominating cookie, Wind Archer, in Kingdom Arena. As someone who's been taking L's constantly and still doesn't have Mystic Flower cookie on my main account, I feel your pain. But fear not, cookie. We're about to dive into some strategies to level the playing field, or at least that's the goal. The Wind Archer Dilemma. Wind Archer cookie burst onto the scene in the new season, Radiant, beginning season 3, instantly becoming a must-have for arena success. For those of us grinding through the 60 missions to unlock him for free, it's been one painful week facing the powerhouse without having him on our side. So, like any cookie in the year 2024, I went to YouTube searching for some solutions. To my surprise, when I searched how to counter Wind Archer cookie, how to beat Wind Archer cookie, I came up empty-handed. How do we beat this cookie? So I put my thinking cap on and got to work. Wind Archer cookie is the latest legendary cookie to be introduced to Cookie Run Kingdom, arriving September 4th, 2024, as part of the Piercer of Darkness update. This ranged powerhouse is designed to be positioned in the rear, where he can unleash devastating abilities. One such ability is the Arrow of Gale, which pushes back and stuns enemies for a considerable amount of time. So, I want to dive a little deep and understand stun mechanics as a whole. Stun is a powerful negative side effect that impairs a cookie's ability to act. It's classified as a debuff. When your cookies are stunned, they're unable to move, attack, or use their skills, leaving them pretty much useless for the time that they're stunned. Countering stun. I've learned two powerful strategies on how we can counter the Wind Archer. Stun immunity. That's the first and most potent counter in the game. It's a defensive tool that completely changes the tide of the battle, especially against enemies that rely on heavily stun-based attacks. Now, key features of stun immunity: it allows cookies to act normally even when hit by stun attacks. It enables the cookie to continue with their movements, attacks, skills, etc. So they continue on like nothing ever happened. One notable example of a cookie with this ability is Cream Puff Cookie with the Extra Cream Magic Candy skill. This skill grants stun immunity to the entire team and can definitely be a game changer in these tough battles. Now our next counter, our next tool in the toolbox is stun resistance, another mechanic within the game. While not as absolute as immunity, it's still pretty valuable as a defensive buff. It works by reducing the duration of stun effects on cookies, so it decreases the stun duration by percentage rather than presenting it. A prime example of stun resistance in action is Snapdragon's cookie skill, which reduces stun duration by a whopping 65%. This significant reduction could mean the difference between victory and defeat in these close battles. When deciding between stun immunity, stun resistance, what cookies should I include on my team, consider your team composition and its strengths. I've personally been mixing and matching between the two cookies and also pairing it with the treasure, the Explorer's Molecule, which can cleanse the debuffs. So this kind of helps fill in the gaps, preventing as many stuns as possible to help ensure that my cookies are in tip-top fighting shape up against the Wind Archer cookie. Now, first off, if you made it this far into my lecture, shout out to you. Thanks for your dedication. Secondly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all your cookie crushing strategies that I'll be cooking up here, baking in the oven. Now, let's dive deeper into the Wind Archer conundrum. So we went over two different in-game mechanics that can help counterbalance the scales with Wind Archer's piercing arrow, right? But it's not enough, unfortunately. Knowing these two strategies just simply isn't going to cut it. So you're thinking to yourself, shouldn't I be winning my fights if I got Cream Puff on the squad? Shouldn't I be winning if I got the Molecule, if I'm rocking it? Shouldn't I be winning if I got Snapdragon? Well, the real issue is the Pursuer's Arrow. The Pursuer's Arrow targets the cookie with the highest attack on your team, making it extremely challenging to protect your damage dealers. Additionally, it applies Trace of the Wind debuff, which can stack up to 3 times, and once when it's completely stacked, the debuff, it explodes, dealing a significant amount of area of effect damage, pretty much impacting the entire team, making the Wind Archer cookie, this legendary cookie, a persistent threat no matter the anti-stun protections you might be rocking on your team comp. So what now? How do we beat them? Honestly, have you ever heard of the term, if you can't beat them, join them? All right, so if you did not notice, in the first half of the video, I included all gameplay of me pretty much losing, taking L's after L's. And although those two strategies that I mentioned, trying to counter Wind Archer, it did work. I want to say my win rate was about 50%. So I was constantly going up and down in the rankings and really couldn't find myself a good foothold to grind arena without Wind Archer. So I made sure to grind the 60 missions, get Wind Archer, and now your boy Common Cookie is back in the mix, 100% pushing forward in arena. Now that I have Wind Archer in arena, I've been experimenting with different team comps and different treasures. So when we're looking at different team comps, the team comp that I've had the most success with has to be the Cream Ferret, Snapdragon. We got Wind Archer, of course, Financier, and Dark in the front. Those 5 cookies, even though I have around 1.4 million power, I have been able to verse teams with 2 million power plus, as long as they do not have Wind Archer, and successfully beat them. I want to say, hope you're sitting down for this one, by the way. If you are a fan of the channel, you know that I made a couple videos in the past about Mystic Flower. Yes, I still want Mystic Flower. Still the dream. But I feel like now with Wind Archer, I have a fighting chance. A fighting chance to beat the Mystic Flower Wombo combo that we saw last season. I've actually had some games where I went up against them and we might be matched with power level. I might be a little over the power level, or they might be a little higher than my power level, and I actually win the battle. I want to say 9 out of 10 times, which is crazy because last season I would lose those battles 9 out of 10 times essentially. So have been experimenting. When it comes to treasures now, we all know there's been that new treasure, the Cape of the Vanquisher, and that pretty much increases the team's attack speed by 22%, as well as wind type cookies attack speed. I thought this could be pretty useful, but honestly I rather have my scroll of magic disciple that increases all my cookies attack by 45 and defense by 30. I feel like that one's a lot more useful, along with the whistle, just to kind of come out the gate swinging with the cooldown toppings on Wind Archer, so that way I can get my move out as soon as possible, try to stun the opponent's team, and just straight up burst damage them down to about 50%, already giving myself the advantage. And this strategy is why I'm able to beat Mystic Flower now, because I come out the gate swinging, I take out their Mystic Flower as soon as possible, and after that it's almost a guaranteed win. So honestly, when I started making this video, Masters 5 to elite, I was going back and forth, boom boom boom, every single day. Very frustrating. I used about 20,000 crystals from last season, by the way, just experimenting with team comps. But now with Wind Archer, I'm already back to Elite 3, where I've been almost every season since starting this YouTube channel. But this time around, I truly feel like I have a chance to compete with the big dogs in Elite and maybe make it to Grandmaster as a free-to-play player. Wind Archer cookie, I'm telling you, it makes me feel like a powerful cookie, freshly baked out the oven, ready to go, rejuvenated, you know, with the whipped cream, icing on top, cherries on the side. I am looking good, toasted to perfection. So this video didn't really start out as like a bait, and I hope you don't feel like I baited you. I really started this video with the concept of just being extremely frustrated with, number one, getting my cookie butt whooped by Wind Archer, and number two, just trying to like deep dive the Cookie Run Kingdom game mechanics and figure out a way how to beat Wind Archer cookie. Now, of course, if I had completely maxed out cookies and I didn't have Wind Archer at like 3 million power, I could probably beat a team who had Wind Archer cookie if I didn't have Wind Archer cookie, right? Who was a lot lower in power level. But I don't, right? I'm a free-to-play player. The grind and struggle is real. So I wanted to make this video to really pick apart the game mechanics and figure out a way to counter Wind Archer cookie. And during my research, I did my best to try to figure out how to counter this sucker's stuns, but honestly, his kit is just all around God mode, right? So the only way I can figure out how to truly beat Wind Archer cookie is to focus on doing the missions and having a Wind Archer cookie myself. Once when I got the Wind Archer cookie, then I could finally beat other Wind Archer cookies. So like I said, didn't want to make this video as like a bait, and I hope you don't feel that way. It was truly used to me as like a learning experience, right? Like I started the video and now I'm finishing it, wrapping it up. From start to finish has been one learning experience for me, and hopefully you feel the same way. That's it for this common cookie. Now that I got Wind Archer, I am on the grind, baby. So that's gonna be it. Common cookie out. Fresh out the oven, common cookie clocking in. This little cookie has not one, but 2 accounts in Elite right now. I have been grinding this season in Arena. Win Archer has opened the gates in new ways for me to potentially reach Grandmaster, but I'm still not there yet. A couple more days to go in this season. No crystals to my name. Really struggling to rack up my trophy count here in Elite 2 on my main account. Recently, my secondary account, I was able to finally break into Elite right in time, and it has been a really fun season so far. Right now, I am, by the way, 288 out of 300 for my guaranteed pulls on the Fateful Cookie Cutters. So they really want me to spend the $5.99 for the Battle Pass for those extra 20 pulls in order to get Mystic Flower on my main account. I guarantee you, if I had Mystic Flower right now on my main account, I would be Grandmaster without a doubt. But hey, I got Mystic Flower on my secondary account, so I can't really complain. It's only a matter of time before that account is leveled up and everybody is juiced up with all the dough, all the toppings, and all the biscuits that they need to really grind this one out. It's the life I live as a free-to-play player, and you know what? I want to stick to it. That is my goal for the channel, to be a free-to-play player, making it to Grandmaster. In my hours, I've been clocking in hours. I don't know if I should be proud or ashamed of my hours, but looking at how many hours I clocked in over the last 10 days, this little cookie needs a break, but I'm not giving up. This little cookie's sticking it through here, giving it all the dough I got. So shout out to everybody who has been watching my previous videos, definitely trying to spice some things up to hopefully provide some type of guidance for you to also at least break into Elite, because I read the comments and I chat with everybody all the time. As you know, I recently created a guild, by the way, the dojo, a place to teach us the ways of the dojitsu. And honestly, everybody in the guild has been having a great time. They have been competing in the guild battles, really active. So definitely a blessing to have such a unique community surrounding the common cookies so far. But I know a lot of people in the comments are always asking me, who's a good team? You know, who's a squad that I should play as to help me make it to Elite and maybe even Grandmaster? And one comment really stuck out to me. They said that they enjoy and respect my perspective on this topic because I don't have a maxed out account. I don't have unlimited resources. I'm a free-to-play player, a fairly new one at that. This is my 4th month of playing, and I'm still learning every single day. But I don't have just the ability to click a button and have a maxed out account, right? So I'm able to really come at it from the perspective as I'm a grinder and I'm putting in the hours just like you, trying to improve your Cookie Run Kingdom Arena gameplay. So let's check out the squad. Let's see what this common cookie is working with. And once again, shout out to everybody who has been watching the content. Make sure you hit that subscribe, comment down below. I love chatting with everybody, but let's get into the video. So you want to get better in Arena? This has been a question I've been scratching my cookie head for some time. I am at a crossroads. I am at a point where I'm really starting to theory craft and look for answers. And I hate to say this, but I recently kind of started running the numbers, and as a free-to-play player, the Battle Pass, the Kingdom Pass is what they call it in this game. The Kingdom Pass has been looking pretty appetizing. Should I buy the Kingdom Pass? That is the real question. With the amount of hours that I put into Cookie Run Kingdom every day, my time does have value. And with the Kingdom Pass, you're able to refresh the arena every 10 minutes versus the 30 minutes right now that I've been plagued with over the last 4 seasons, 4 to 5 seasons, 4 months, that is. So to put that into perspective for some math, we looked at my hours in game per day. On average, I put about 10 hours of gameplay every single day grinding arena. So that's 600 minutes a day. Holy, this cookie's playing 600 minutes a day. So if I can only refresh every 30 minutes during a typical day, that's only 20 attempts to fight a fresh lineup to increase my trophy counts potential. With the battle pass, I would be able to refresh 60 times a day, according to my 10-hour average. So that would increase my refresh rate by 200%. So not having the Kingdom Pass, I'm actually throwing away free trophies in a sense, not doing myself any justice when you put into perspective my time and how much I value my time. Do I value my time at $5.99? Yes, I think $5.99 is a fair price in order to increase my refresh rate by 200%. But I am still at that crossroads. Although it's appetizing, it's looking like a tasty treat. I like being a free-to-play player. I like the challenge. I like the title, right? So I feel like if I was to buy the battle pass, I would essentially lose that title. Not to mention, I was reading a couple articles that typically players who purchase one thing for the first time, they have a increased, they're pretty much increasing their odds at purchasing future purchases, right? And by all means, I am not going to stand here and tell people what to do with their money. But like I said, I like being free to play. And that's one thing that I feel like keeps me coming back for more, learning and trying to be the best cookie possible. If I was to buy the battle pass, the Kingdom Pass one time, what's to stop me from purchasing other things in the future that I might rationalize and tell myself, oh, if I get this, it'll be easier. If I get mythic flower cookie, soul gems, soul shards, you know, am I gonna be better? You know, there's just so many things in the game that you can purchase. I look at it all the time, and I'm pretty sure people put a different value on different items in the game. Battle Pass, Kingdom Pass, I think it's worth it. But the thing is, it's opening up a can of worms, in my opinion, for me personally. And I am not sure how I feel about it, but I do have some time to think about it. If I was to purchase the Battle Pass, it will be for next season, as we're almost done with this season. And I do truly believe the Battle Pass does bring really good value to players who are like myself, who grind in the arena. Just simply by running the numbers, you have better odds at being able to verse and fight more opponents in order to increase your trophy count. I mean, it's just simple math, right? So it is something that I might do next season in order to kind of help me get to the Grandmasters. And if I do, I'll 100% let you guys know, as you are on this journey with me, you know, no secrets here. So let me know down in the comments, have you purchased the Kingdom Pass in the past? Are you happy with the Kingdom Pass? And do you think it will really, truly impact my overall gameplay strategy here in Kingdom Arena with the goal of becoming a Grandmaster? So that's one of my tips and tricks for people watching the video looking to become a better arena player. I know there's a lot of cookies. It's a lot about who's meta, who's got the best toppings and biscuits, but it's also a time thing. Who has the most time to devote to be a Grandmaster, to be at the top of the leaderboards? And that's one tip that I'm going to be giving everybody. Besides the obvious tips like having Mystic Flower, now having Wind Archer on the squad, there's some different variations that you could also apply to your own team. But for the most part, all you have to do is just look at the overall rankings. You can see the top 100 players in the game last season. You can see the top 100 players this season. And you could definitely see, even though a lot of them, they hide 2 cookies, you know what the meta is. You know what cookies people are running. So all you really need to do is get the cookies and be in the meta. Every now and then, there might be 1 or 2 cookies that really stand out that you will see in Grandmaster. But it's on a rare occasion, right? That they just happen to have unlocked something that others aren't quite looking at yet. So arena players out there, that's my tip. That is my tip for you in this video. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Common Cookie clocking in for another video, trying to give some insights from my perspectives on the battlefield. Until next time, Common Cookie out. I just got Mystic Flower. And then, you know what? You know what? They hit me. They hit me with the burning spice. Ah. It burns. That it does. Talk about moving the goalpost. The struggles of a free-to-play player in 2024. What are we going to do now? When in doubt, throw all of your water-type Pokemon, water-type cookies out. I'm talking Peppermint Cookie. I'm talking Captain Caviar Cookie. I'm even talking Sea Fairy Cookie. I'm going to send all my water troops into battle to hopefully hard counter this burning spice. Well, that didn't work out. By the way, somebody get this cookie some pants. This cookie needs pants, all right? And that's the struggles that we're living out here in the gacha. I can't even get a gacha pants out here for the common cookie. But going back to the burning spice topic at hand. Oh. The arena has been pretty much a instant loss if I was to go up against the burning spice team right now, no matter the team comp that I run. Now there might be some occasions where I go like 4 healers and win archer. Maybe I'll win in the rock paper scissors shoot at the very end up against a burning spice if they don't have like a solid team comp. But right now I want to say 9 out of 10 times up against a burning spice I am guaranteed to lose some trophies. So the struggle has been real without a doubt. I have been seeing a lot of people in the dojo guild, by the way, who have been able to actually get a burning spice pretty early on, by the way. So congrats to you guys in the guild and everybody else out there watching who was able to roll a burning spice. Of course, I'm just hating. I'm just jealous because I kid you not, it literally took me 300 out of 300 pulls to get the Mystic Flower in the Beast gacha. I have a feeling it's going to take 250 out of 250 this time around for burning spice. And the bad thing about that is by the time I get to the 250 out of 250, the season is already going to be almost over. And that's going to be another arena season just getting flushed down the toilet because I don't have the meta cookies. And at the end of the day, you need the meta cookies if you want to be at the top. Now, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Yes, the season is still early on. I'm doing just fine. I'm in Elite 2 for the most part. Now, I would wake up the next day in Elite 3, but I can easily get back up there, right back in where I left off. But there's a lot of burning spice opponents in the arena right now, especially with the revenge as well. So kind of the struggles, and yeah, just having a good time doing my missions, trying to get these lanterns, trying to roll a burning spice. I got the gacha going all day, by the way, in the background. If you haven't noticed by now, I'm rolling for burning spice while at the same time trying to figure out a way to get one over on burning spice in the arena. How's it going though? How's it going for you guys down in the chat, in the comments? Last season, pretty good. Been putting out some pretty cool videos, trying to think outside of the box for arena. I am going to start working on a video that is like a rate my kingdom type of video. Got something special planned for that. So drop your name down in the comments below. Maybe I can search you up for that video and do some kingdom ratings. I'm going to create like a whole scale all that stuff, and it's just gonna be for fun, but always trying to think of cool and unique ways to come up with cookie run kingdom content. As you know, I might be a little overbaked, a little salty, you know. The witch put some salt on me. It's in my eyes right now because of burning spice. But at the end of the day, it's just another challenge that a free-to-play player like myself is going to have to face. I did not buy the Kingdom Pass. Now, I know I made a video chatting about the Kingdom Pass. I decided to hold on that for now. I know I got two accounts. I got my main account and my secondary account. I'm going to keep them both free to play because one of the reasons is I see a lot of people in the comments. I go on Reddit a lot as well. I'm on YouTube all of the time. There's not a lot of free to play content creators who are really speaking for the free to play player, right? So I feel like if I could stay free to play, that allows me to continue talking on the topics of being a true free-to-play player. So going to continue to opt to not spend any real-life money for the time being and seeing how far I could make it in the arena and just in life in general. This little cookie is just trying to live life, you know, just trying to vibe out with the cookie homies in the dojo. So that is a little update from that last video as well. Now, I do believe the Kingdom Pass is valued. Like it's worth the money, right? It's worth the value that they're charging for it. I think it's a fair value, and you get a lot out of it, especially because you can roll in the arena every 10 minutes compared to every 30 minutes. So you're literally increasing your roll by 200%. So it is 1,000,000%. I know I'm doing a lot of percents at you. It's worth it, you know, it's worth it. But I want to stay free to play, and I feel like once when I start to buy like the Kingdom Pass, I start to kind of cross that gray line of being a free to play to a paid player, similar to all the other YouTubers out there in the world. So that's gonna be it for me. Just a little check-in, a little rant, a little burning spice. Burning spice video right now. Maybe next time I make a video on arena updates, maybe I'll have burning spice, but hopefully all you cookies are having a great time this arena season, and I look forward to chatting with you in the comments. Until next time, Common Cookie out.
Ha 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 ha.